Hey, everybody, we are back. It's a Friday. Thanks for joining me here, and we are looking to continue our good times with Crusader Kings 2 and our House Hoare campaign. It has been a little while. Usually I like to do these during the release week of an episode, but I was traveling this time, so that schedule had to be changed. But of course, we didn't have to wait too long here. I was eager to get back to this game and eager to hang out with you guys again. So let's get to it. I got to try to give everybody a few minutes to get situated here and get into the room, and as well as getting myself situated back into the swing of things here with what was going on in this campaign, because you know, there's a lot happening, and I got to remember where we were at. First of all, of course, we have Iron King Homer. And now, everybody who's coming in, you didn't miss anything. We're just getting started. Only been about 2 or 3 minutes. If you're new to this concept, this is the game Crusader Kings 2, which has been really, really well modded to be set in Westeros. It's existed for years, and the modders have put, you know, an obsessive level of effort into making this game match the books, down to everything from the correct family trees to inserting the proper personality traits you might expect for some of these characters. But we're currently on an alternate timeline. We took over House Hoare right at the beginning of when it would have been Aegon's conquest. But things played out differently. Aegon is dead. He did not conquer Westeros. He only got, as you can see here, this little corner where it says Westeros. That is basically the Iron Throne, and that's all they got. They didn't conquer much compared to the real Aegon, right? So we are still holding on to the Riverlands. That's the other really cool part about this, is the Iron Islands, as we know from canon, didn't hold on to the Riverlands once Aegon came around. But this is effectively alternate history here, and we do still have the Riverlands. We've recently fought a war with Lyce. The Lysine got mad at us for our raiders and reavers coming at them too much. And we won that war. We also fought several wars against the Riverlands itself, rebelling against our rule. Hey, Steven. Good to see you. Thanks for the super chat. We'll hopefully get to name some more characters after people. Anyone who sends a super chat today, we're going to try to get your name character. We've already got a Prince Stephen, though. Maybe we'll have to make a second Stephen. The line of Stephens will stay strong. In fact, this Stephen is solid. So here you go. All right. Well, let me get here. Let me unpause the game, and we'll just jump right back into it and let some events happen. Okay. Well, how about that? I unclick pause, and literally 1 day into the game, Riverrun is declaring a rebellion. All right, then. I better get an extra large sip of coffee here. We got a war on our hands. Edmond the Wise, huh? Edmond the Wise. Doesn't seem so wise. It's rebelling against us. We'll see about that. Iron King Homer of the Iron Isles usurped the title High Lordship of Blackwood from Lord Theomar the Eagle. That's right. We have him imprisoned. Homer Hoare, I find your judgment harsh, and as such, in my bannerman, and I no longer acknowledge your dominion over Riverrun. This is a declaration of war. It sure is. Okay, so a couple people are asking what the game is. The game is called Crusader Kings 2. It's generally available. I get it on Steam. There's obviously, you don't have to use Steam, but Steam is really good for handling games like this, and I highly recommend Steam if you're going to play this particular game with the mod, because what happens is the mod needs to be synced with the current version of the game, like any game, right? And if the main game, Crusader Kings 2, gets updated, which happens fairly often, they're putting out patches every once in a while, that will get the mod out of sync with the updated game. And with Steam, you can easily roll back which version you're on, so you can match your version to the mod's version, right? So what would happen is, if you don't have that control, what will happen is you'll log into Steam one day, find your game automatically updated, and the mod won't work anymore. It'll work maybe in a week or two after they fix it, after they update, you know, their mod to update with the changes to the game. But if you use Steam, you can back out of the current version, so you can avoid that problem entirely. And this game has existed for quite a while. I never did play Crusader Kings 1, but Crusader Kings 2, I started playing it probably back in like 2012 or 2013 with the Shea. We found it and found this mod for it right away. And playing it off and on ever since. So people who haven't played it before will just keep watching, and you'll get the idea that way. For everybody else, you know what the deal is. And look at how pathetic this rebellion is. Look at these little fools. Look at that. This isn't even 1,000 men. I got an army of 8,000 sitting right here. And this guy dares to call himself Edmond the Wise. Come on. This guy's not deserving of his title. We're going to march right in here. They've timed themselves. They timed this rebellion very poorly. We had an army still in the field from the last group of rebels we fought. We hadn't finished, you know, sending all the men back to their homes. And now that is going to work out really well for us. My prisoner Lord Theomar is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon. Well, this guy, what do we think of him? He hates us and we hate him. Now this is where I like to remind myself of what kind of man we are. In this game, you can play it however you want. You can make whatever decisions you are given and play the game a variety of ways. You can aim to be king. You can aim to be like some bloody Bolton and just go on a reign of terror, skinning and torturing people. You can try to be a king of peace. You can try to be a small-scale knight that is more about fighting in tournaments than about trying to advance really high in rank. But of course, in this case, we are playing the Ironborn as they were when they conquered the Riverlands. Now, so what I like to do is I like to role-play my character based on their personality traits. So this character is diligent, ambitious, patient, temperate, and kind. So his character is kind. So I would not throw someone in the oubliette unless I really, really hated them. Unless I just wanted to play the game the way I wanted to, instead of the way this character's personality seems to indicate. I prefer to do the personality. I prefer to play along with the role-play the character the way their personality traits are. Because that way you get variety. You know, if you always play the game a certain way, well, maybe that's what you think is the most fun. You know, it's a game. You're supposed to play it the way you want to. But, yeah, I enjoy role-playing. So, I will be merciful. I'm going to let this guy... I'm going to role-play my kind personality trait and my positive things here. And I'm going to try to maybe play nice a little bit here. Especially since I'm about to crush this rebellion. We're not going to play nice with these Tullys. They are going to feel the pain. Okay. Battle of Riverview. A small little battle there. What this means here is the wars of the great powers of Iron has subsided for now. That means... Oh, good. We got our old wound healed there. We got a little battle wound. Now we have a scar. Scars are actually really good. Scars give you prestige in this game. They give you a small amount of benefit, which is kind of an effective... you know, people... If you're in Westeros, you can imagine that if you have scars, it means that you've been in battle, and that's a point of respect. So we have our council here, and we're going to make sure our council's in good shape and all doing the right jobs that we want them to do. Our Lord Steward is generally the most important. As you can see, most of our council likes us, which is different from our last ruler. But Iron King Homer is really good. These stats are really good. Like normally you have a lot of things in the single digits. He doesn't have anything in the 20s, but that's fine. He's really well-rounded, we'll say. He has no weaknesses, and his strengths are pretty well-balanced. The numbers in parentheses, if you don't remember, are... the numbers are the modified numbers here. You've got, see, he's got a, if you can see the drop up, the pop up there, it says Homer has a 16 and his counselors add 15 more. When he gets married, his wife is going to add another half of her stat to, like half of her diplomacy trait is going to be added to this number in parentheses. So it represents how you're not just a king, an isolated king making decisions in a vacuum. You've got a council and all these other guys, like your wife and stuff, that are giving you help. And if you were a queen, it would be the same thing. Your husband would add half of his traits to your base stats here. So, yeah, I'm still getting acclimated to everything here again. We don't have any kids. We're not married. We have a sister, Princess Iffy, who is really cool. We like her a lot. She's got a pleasing voice, and she is astute. She's very smart. And she is betrothed to Lord Reaver Theomore of Harlaw, not to be confused with this Theomore Blackwood that we have in prison here. So, but he is too young to get married, so they're going to get married pretty soon. But this is going to really help my relationship inside the Iron Islands, because my sister is going to marry a Harlaw. And, of course, the Harlaws are pretty strong. They can basically are the main players here on I always get my Iron Islands confused, which I think that's old. That's Old Wick is here. This would be Pike. Yeah. No, this is Pike over here. Yeah, this is Pike. This is Old Wick and Great Wick. Yeah, Old Wick, right. Okay, so we're going to have to unpause here in a sec. We're going to keep bashing these foolish rivermen. This was a really, really poorly planned rebellion. That's sometimes what happens with AI. The game's a little complicated. Sometimes the AI makes decisions that aren't great. But hey, so do real people, right? There's a lot of inexplicable real-world political decisions and military decisions, too. So that's what I chalk that up to. Definitely going to make a priority to get married here. Getting married is really important, and of course, not only because it adds our stats to, it improves our stats, but because we want to have kids. Having kids is one of the most fun parts of this game. See how they develop, see you know what genetic traits they have, what personality traits they acquire over time, and all that. It's good times. But you can't do that without a wife. So let's go ahead. We're going to sit down for a nice little siege here. This army is not very threatening. These few hundred dudes, we're not too worried about them. We want to make sure this fleet, we had a fleet left over deployed from our previous battles, and we're going to set that down because fleets being deployed is really quite expensive. And that money is always kind of hard to come by in this game. So we are going to start wife hunting here. Oh, we can, first of all, we can let Iffy go through with her arrangement here. Iffy is getting married to her younger husband, and not too much younger, but definitely younger. So where is our marriage options? Click on this button here, arrange marriage, and what do we have here? There are some Greyjoys available to us, but I wouldn't jump on that possibility. It defaults you to the what rank these characters are. So this is the default. This is the highest rank character that's available for me to marry right now, which isn't particularly high ranking, as you can see. None of these, they have these borders to show their rank, and these are not high ranking people. These are courtiers on the frozen shore, which I think is because we have conquered part of the frozen shore up here and made it Ironborn. I didn't remember that happening, but apparently it did. Yeah, look at that. The frozen shore has been conquered in my name. I didn't realize that. How cool is that? I don't suppose we'll be getting too many taxes from that. Oh, wait, he doesn't consider this part of our territory. Oh, yeah, he does. No, he doesn't. This is not part of our territory. It's outside the Iron Islands. It hasn't been brought in. We'll have to see about that. I'm not terribly concerned with what happens with the frozen shore, you know. Frozen shore is not exactly going to be a big source of income or troops. It's kind of a waste. Literally, a frozen waste. So, yeah, I really don't like... That's probably why I didn't choose a wife last time, because these choices these are some slim pickings. And, yeah, poor traits. This Brella, she's capable. That's a good trait. These green traits here are genetic. These are positive personality traits. The ones that are circular green, and these heart green ones are genetic traits, meaning they're inborn. So Brella, this 7-year-old Botley, is an option, and so is this other Botley. Are they twins or something? They are I have a cat shaking the monitor right now. Yeah, Homer does need his Marge, Magically Delicious says. I agree with you there, Magically Delicious. I don't suppose any Marges are going to disappear, but we could maybe get lucky. Yeah, I don't know about these bride choices. Maybe I'll wait a little bit and see if something else emerges. Maybe there's always possible some kid is betrothed and their betrothed husband dies, or maybe I killed him and then I can have more wife choices. But this is I can wait. I can afford to wait, even though I wanted to marry sooner, because these decent choices are too young anyway. So I can wait a little bit, and there'll probably still be options. Yeah, so I guess I'll just wait on that. We'll go ahead and fight this war. Let's kick these Tullys in the buttocks here. We'll just oh, look at that. They got an army over here coming around, and they're besieging army of Sir Eric. Yeah. All right, I guess we're gonna have to come over there after all and beat them down a little. But no, I guess not. We're breaking this siege faster than they're breaking through over here at Shoreham. So we'll continue to wait. Oh, I owe money to the Iron Bank, huh? Well, damn. We don't. You know what to do. You definitely don't not pay the Iron Bank. I guess my father accrued that debt, meaning me, in the previous playthrough. Ticking away here, 7,700 men are besieging River Run, and our progress is pretty solid here. 9.3% going every 12 days, 30.8%, so we're going to get there in about 48 days, but the days are ticking off pretty fast. So looks like we'll be just past the new year, the year 8021. Remember that it's dated 8021 because it's going with the assumption that 8,000 years have passed since the Long Night. So that's why it says 8,020. If you want to think about it in more proper Song of Ice and Fire dating terminology, it would be the year 20. You would call it 20 AL, Aegon's Landing, though I don't know that it actually happened in the year 0 in this iteration. But you can't. It's hard to use AL and AC when there was no sea. There was no conquest. But there was a landing. Okay, so we broke through the first castle here, and this second castle is really poorly defended. So we are going to blast through these defenses without a siege. We're going to storm it, and that was easy. And we're going to storm 66 men facing about almost 7,400. So we're definitely going to storm that castle as well. And then here we are, Wembridge. All the different territories within this castle are getting crushed by us real quick-like. And look at that, we're already up to 24% on our war score. As you can see down at the bottom right here, that's the percentage chance. If we get them to 100%, they will forcibly surrender. If we get them to, depending on the personality of the rebel leader, they might surrender sooner than that. So let us free these guys from siege, and then we'll go take care of this 4,400 size army over here as we continue to march. Now I'm leading the left wing, whereas my commander Adam, appointed commander, is in the center. That was an easy battle again. We lost Shoreham in the meantime, but we're going to go take it back and try to catch this 4,400 man army before they can do any more damage. Let's go. Oh yeah, so the reason we have Adam leading instead of me is because he has... Oh no, he doesn't have the trait. I thought he had the organizer trait. Who has the organizer trait? The organizer trait allows an army to march faster, so you can obviously see why that would be a benefit. Also, it would help if I unpause the game. Yeah, okay, so I thought that guy was that way, but he's not. What do we have here? A message about... We propose that Vassals, son of Zollo, and Dowager Queen Beoni of the Iron Isles marry. Okay. Khal Zollo wants to marry my mother. Khal, that's right. I forgot about that. In the last episode of this playthrough, for some reason, many different Dothraki Khals want to marry my mother. We still don't exactly know why that is, but we get lots of marriage offers for my mother. And my father is dead, of course. They wouldn't be getting marriage offers if my father was alive. But we like our mother, and she's pretty useful. I don't think we're going to be sending her off to marry any Dothraki. They're who would ever send their mother to marry the Dothraki? I mean, come on, what kind of a son would you be? Okay, so yeah, oops, I forgot to do this. We gotta get our counselors in order here. So he's gonna oversee realm. That's a generic bonus to a lot of different things of taxes and preventing smugglers and things like that. Little small things. Our Master of Laws. Now, one of the things he can do here is the Master of Laws can fabricate claims, which allows you to try to go after someone else and take their territory. But we are a new ruler, and what we're going to instead try to do is this, which is improve diplomatic relations. And I'm going to send our counselor to a territory, one of our important territories, and try to make him improve relations with that ruler. So I'm going to pick... they're trying to... Another person commanding, getting mad at our reaving. And I'm going to have to forbid reaving. Yes, it's frustrating to have to tell my men not to reave because, you know, we are the Ironborn and we want to do that. But our hold on power is not super strong, so we can't afford another foreign invasion. I took the Lysine lightly and they invaded, and that was, yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. So, okay, so who are our most important vassals? What we do to find that out is we click here, we're going to go Vassals, and it's kind of got them in order. So we got the Freys, we got the Brackens, we got the Derrys. Now, this Bracken, he really doesn't like us, but this is our guy who is leading our armies right now. So we really want him to like us. We want to try to improve that. And a way we're going to do that is we're going to send our Master of Laws to work on the diplomatic relations, and we're going to do that by sending them to Stonehenge, where the Brackens are, and that will hopefully have an impact on our relationship. He might make things worse, but hopefully he makes things better. Also, we're going to collect taxes, and our only options are in these two territories. The only one's lit green because they're ours. We can only directly collect taxes in our own territories. We get other taxes indirectly. Our vassals send them to us. So we're going to do a little extra tax collecting there. Our mother is our Master of Whispers. Again, that's another reason why we didn't want her going out there. Oops, wrong button here. I want to have her doing her thing, which is building a spy network. She's already in progress, so that's just going to help me get that going. And our Drowned Man guy here is going to continue to try to convert sections of the Riverlands to worshiping the Drowned God, which is going to take a really, really long time to do, but it's worthwhile because we're true believers in the religion of the Drowned God, aren't we? Yes, yes we are. And we're going to do that over here in... Where are we going to start that? Let's do that over in... Let's do that in the Malister territory. That'll be fun. Some of the most anti-Ironborn are going to get the preaching here. Okay, so this army, while I wasn't paying attention, this army kind of got around us. So they went back to Riverrun, probably to free it. So we're going to go chase them back down again. Yes, Aeconda reminds us that I took Aegon's mom as a salt wife. Not Homer, but one of my previous, either his father or, I think it was his grandfather. And yeah, they don't forget that sort of thing. So this army is still trying to avoid us, but they're gonna have a hard time doing that. You can't run forever. War score still holding at 26. And we might have trapped him here. Let's see if we forced a conflict or not. No, he snuck past us. Okay, so he's sitting right there at Wayfarer's Rest, and he's trying to go to Riverrun. We're going to catch him napping. Yes. He's trying to run away again. We're going to keep chasing him. He's going to High Heart. We're going to make them all ghosts of High Heart if we can catch them. Trying to do a little maneuvering here. Computer knows how fast all these travel times are and takes time to... Oh, now we got him. He's got nowhere to run. We cornered him. Now here comes a battle where we have a large numerical superiority. Let's do this. Yeah. Initial part of the battle going well. They're doing the skirmishing. There's arrows. Now we've got a charge. Their left has broken. And their center has broken. Now their right has broken. And it's a full rout. We are chasing them. We lost very few men there. That was very good. We only lost, what, almost 500 men? Not bad, not bad. Killed about 900 of theirs. Sent them running. And we captured Sir Melwys Tully. That's cool. Who is this guy? He is the heir to Riverrun. Wow. Or is he? No, he's not heir to Riverrun. Oh, yeah, he is heir to Riverrun. My bad. Yes, he is. He is... Yeah, is he the oldest? He is. Yeah, he's got older daughters, but he is the oldest son. So that's great. Wow, that should really... And we captured Lord Patrick of Turnbridge. That shot our war score up to 85%. Yeah, like I said, this war is not going to take very long. Very well. We shot him. Yes, we're still kind, so we'll still do that. We'll still keep that going. So we're going to have to beat up their territory a little more to get that war score to 100. So I'm just going to walk back in here into Lawleston and lay siege to a castle here. And that probably will get it done once the sieges are done. We actually will probably be able to... Melwys Tully, yeah, we'll be nice to Melwys. We're going to beat them and put them in their place, but we're still kind. We're still role-playing here. Riella of Widow's Tower. Who is Riella of Widow's Tower? That is sounds like a Harlaw. Is that a Harlaw? No. What is that? What family is this? I don't know who this is, but it's one of my dudes. Commander Johnny. Yeah, he's one of my commanders, but I don't know who this person is. His daughter. Okay, Riella, you go on with your bad self. Yes, good luck with that indeed. Carve out your own realm, wherever you're going. I'd be happy to have you as a vassal if that works out for you. Okay, so we got 1,630 men here. Not exactly a pushover. We're going to have to do a siege here, although we could consider moving on to one of these other territories to see if it's easier. Maybe that could get us through the siege, get us through this process faster. Although I've already been sitting here a few days. We'll go ahead and just continue with this. We'll see how that goes. There might be some nice money for us at the end of this, or some other nice hostages. Well, speaking of hostages, I'm keeping Melwys Tully. We're not letting that guy go. But we could sell this Patrick Turnbridge guy back for a little cash. 70 gold. That sounds good. We'll do that. We'll take the money. We need money. Money enables us to build improvements. Things like that. Again, our people are pillaging. Where is it this time? The Starks. Okay, we definitely don't want to mess with the Starks right now. We just keep fighting wars, and we need some time to rebuild and recover and get it going. Okay, I have another... we have a chat from OMG Jimmy Boy. I'll explain this game again. This is called Crusader Kings 2, and it's very heavily modded for the game, for Game of Thrones. Really, really well-developed mod, so we're playing in the world of Westeros. It's the year 21. There was no conquest. Aegon failed to conquer Westeros in this iteration of the game. And we are playing House Hoare, meaning the people, the Ironborn that held Harrenhal until Aegon took it from them. So we are telling our people not to raid the Starks right now. And the reason that is because we are... our grip on power is a little light right now. We're young, a new young king here. And we're trying to establish ourselves. We don't want to make too many enemies while we're at risk of other rebellions popping up like this one. rebellions that could be a lot harder to deal with. Good question. Okay, someone wants to know, we have Magically Delicious wants to know how much the ransom would be for the heir. I'm not actually going to do it, but we want to see what the price is. That's a good call. Let's see what we could get. Oh, they won't even do it. I think they're probably broke. They have no money. That's probably what that means. They're not offering a ransom. What do we have here? King Maze. Now we have someone from a Giscari trying to marry my mother. Everybody wants my mother. But we are keeping her. She's our Master of Whisperers, and she doesn't want to go over there. She told me she didn't want to go over there. She likes it here in Westeros. So that's funny that they don't have any money to pay for a ransom for their heir. That really means they're not getting him back. We probably wouldn't have done it anyway. But if you don't have money, there is no hope. You're going to lose this war, and that is going to be that. We may just keep him as a hostage. Maybe we'll just keep him after the war's over. Okay, this 630 men. We can storm this castle with our 7,300. Boom. And the war score is at 91%. Very close to wrapping this up. Oh, yeah, sorry for the confusion. This is not a podcast on House Hoare. That would be a fun one to do one day, although there isn't a whole lot of info on them, although we've certainly worked with little information before and had a lot of fun with that, so that would be fun. I definitely think so. Playing this game, this is the third? Well, it's the fourth playthrough we've done. It's the third installation of the House Hoare playthrough. We did one first time through. No, wait, maybe it is the fourth. I forget. Third or fourth. But that does make me think about House Hoare more, doing these playthroughs. But it also kind of reminds me there's not a whole lot of them there. Well, Magically Delicious suggests that I marry the heir to one of my own blood. That's a good idea. Preferably someone in my own direct line, but I don't have any daughters. I wouldn't necessarily be ideal to marry him to. I could marry if I hadn't married Iffy to her husband. I could have maybe married Iffy to this guy. But is he married already? I should have checked that. That is a good question. Melwys rather. Melwys is married already. He is married. He doesn't have any kids with her. Hostella Mandrake. That's not a very well-known house. Dear Iron King of the Homer, Iron King Homer of the Iron Islands, I hereby invite you to... Oh yeah, of course, I got to go to my sister's wedding. Yeah. What happened there? Oh, they took that castle back from us. Well, that's silly. And then we just took it from them. So, you dare take your own castles back. We will bring these rebels to heel. Do the Tullys have anyone to marry? Let's see about that. Indeed. First of all, let's take these castles back, though. A 7-man garrison. I think my 7,306 can handle their 7. 93%. Okay, quick pause here to check on that. Let's see the situation with the Tullys. Answer this question from Magically Delicious. See what their deal is. Who else do they have that's marriageable over there? They do have all these other sisters. So Nala Tully, but she's already married to Ralph the Lion of Saltcliff. So that's another Iron Islands guy, and they've got 2 kids. Catelyn Tully, that's funny, but not the Catelyn Tully. Obviously, this would be several hundred years before her birth. This woman is also already married and has 3 children. Then we have Lady Amoray of Rosby, and she is married to Lord Janos the Arrogant of Rosby. So all of these many sisters of the Tullys are all married. Wow, both of his sons, Lord Reaver Edmond the Wise, both his sons are in prison. That's maybe not so wise after all, buddy. Okay, what color wedding? Magically Delicious asks, what's color wedding? Well, it's the Tullys, maybe red and blue right now. No, for our wedding, it was not a Tully wedding. We're talking about our sister. She married a Harlos. That would be what, a black and silver, and it's a nice day for whatever color wedding. Okay, the betting ceremony. How about that? Yes, Akonda points out that's why the Rosbys were on the Tully side. That's exactly right. And that's funny thing is it's the Rosby army that's the substantial force here. The Riverrun itself had almost nothing. So we got to finish them off here, though. They're not quite done. They're at 93%. Get them to 100% and the war will be over. And this is a low morale. This 3,500 men is not only well under us. You can see this bar here has shows their morale. And it was only about half. So this is going to be a really easy battle. Even easier than it would be. Actually, we're taking a few casualties here, but not too bad. We should still have over 7,000 when it's over. Yep, they're on the run now, so we're not taking any more casualties. Everybody's running away. Another 700 of them dead. War scores up to 100, and we captured Edmond himself. Excellent, excellent. And that definitely does it. Yeah, so he's complaining. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We'll be nice to you because we are nice. But let's see what we're going to do here. I kind of want to execute this dude, but I kind of don't because I don't want his family to hate us. But maybe I could send him to the wall. Yeah, sending him to the wall doesn't seem to be an option yet. Or we could do the old, yeah, we could have him have a trial here. I don't know if I want him to have a trial. I could have a trial by combat and fight the old man. We'll leave him in prison for a while. Jack Napier asks, will I ever play Mountain Blade? I have thought about playing Mountain Blade as a playthrough because I have played a good amount of Mountain Blade. Also the Game of Thrones Song of Ice and Fire mod for Mountain Blade, and it's also really, really fun. And that's more of an action-oriented game. I think a lot of y'all would enjoy seeing the action, seeing fighting and throwing of hand axes and of blood and arrows, and it's pretty fun. It's a really solid combat game. So yeah, I'll consider doing that. I can't do that much live streaming of games. Got to focus on making podcasts, but this doesn't exactly take a lot of effort. You know, it's not like I have to write a script for a playthrough. So that definitely takes a lot less setup. Wow, Christopher Tully had his eyes yanked out. Jeez. Brutal. I bet he wished he got captured by me instead of whoever captured him. I don't know who did that to him. Oh yeah, it was the Esgaroth. One of my allies, one of my vassals did that. Well, that's the Iron Islands for you. Oh yeah, pick an ambition. Should have done that before. I should have picked... Damn, I should have picked ambition to win the war. Oh well, let's go with get married because that's going to be coming soon, and then we'll get a bonus for that. And yeah, all right, Edmund, we will offer peace. Azor, hey, what's up, Kyle? Good to see you. Yep. Thanks there, buddy. Got to tell you, Kyle, I named a character after you in another game I'm playing. I named him Hype, and I named him that because he's excited about everything. And he's a good dude. So let's do this. Yep. That war is over. We could finally let our soldiers... Oh, wait, not yet. Our soldiers get back to where they came from. Actually, why did it say that? I'm surprised it said that. Can't they? I'm surprised they don't get the free bonus returning home. I'll have to send them back home, and then they can... go all the way. So for the first time in a while, we are not at war, and I probably won't last very long. We'll probably be at war again soon, but this is nonetheless, it will be very helpful for us to have a little bit of peace. Let our soldiers repop. So, you know, your armies need time for new men to be born and recover and have the levies get going. Oh, we could have a tournament though. I think this is something that could really establish ourselves, make our vassals like us. Is to have a big party, right? We all like parties, so let's do that. This is going to be expensive. How much would this cost? A grand tourney would cost 300, which is basically most of what we have. It's almost three quarters of our money. A larger regional tournament would be a lot cheaper, but I kind of want to make the big play here. I kind of want to really make a big show and see if we can get a lot of people happy and liking us, at least while we establish ourselves. Although we do owe the Iron Bank money. So I don't know. I think we can afford to. I think we'll go ahead and do this. We'll get big here. We'll have some fun. This may not be an optimal game choice, but I think it's the most exciting and fun of the available options here. So let's do that. Yeah. Wow. So we can have him forfeit Riverrun, or I can keep him imprisoned. Whereas if I do that, he'll probably eventually ask for trial by combat, and you know he's an old man, so I wouldn't think he's going to be very good at that. What do you guys think? Let's let you, the live viewers, we'll consider you all my small council. What shall we do with Lord Reaver Edmond Tully? Edmond Tully, by the way, this is the man who rose for Aegon the Conqueror and was crucial in helping throw off the Ironborn and establishing himself as one of Aegon's early allies, one of his most trusted men in the early days. And you can see the kind of character he is here. Aconda says eat him, which I don't actually think eating him is an option. Let him rot. We have a suggestion to let him rot. I think I'm definitely considering that. Forfeiting Riverrun seems kind of cool. We just take Riverrun for ourselves. And that's pretty powerful. Yes, another person wants trial by combat here. If we let him in the dungeon, he'll probably eventually ask for trial by combat. The problem with that is, what if he wins? Well, I don't think he will, but there's a chance. It's a slight, but that is more fun, maybe. Taking chances is fun. This is a game, after all. It's not like we have, money riding on this or something. So, yeah, let's send him to the dungeon. Let's see if we can get that trial by combat. I don't particularly want to run Riverrun anyway, even though it's an awesome, big, cool castle. It would cause a lot of problems holding it. Because the Tullys would try to get it back from me, and his other vassals would not be happy with that. Yeah, what are Edmond stats? He is quite good, but not so much at fighting. He's a trained fighter, so he's not going to embarrass himself. Dual skill estimate minus 0.83. Yeah, he's not a good dueler. Yeah, he's a good commander, but he is not a good at fighting. Oh, he's maimed. He's taken a serious wound prior, so that explains it. Yeah. So I think that everyone has spoken, but we will let him have a decent sell because we're not cruel. And we are going to spend lavishly on food. We are going all out with this big party here. Kyle said we're having a pizza party, and that is what we're doing. We're having a big tournament of Harrenhal pizza party. What? You're telling me Sir Garsh the Whisperer is trying to become... He wants to be my new Master of Whisperers, and his nickname is Sir Garsh the Whisperer, so I can see... Wow, he's got a 23 intrigue. He would be really good at this job. However, he has the lowest possible opinion of me. Can you possibly... Now, let's see here. Would you guys ever trust a spy master that hated you this much? Would you invest your spy network with someone that totally hates you, especially because of your religion? I think not. I think not indeed. So, sorry, especially because he wants it from my mother and is saying she's not capable. You don't talk to my mother that way. Can I send these troops down? Yes, we can. Okay, so finally my troops can go home. Yay. That means our money will come in a little more. We won't be paying as much upkeep on our soldiers. That will dramatically increase our income. Minstrels, yes. We'll take some entertainment for the feast. We're excited for this tournament to start. Yeah, here we go. Tournament. 2 months of tournament time. That is a long-ass party. 2 months. So, yes, Toby Unmasked 1, thanks for the comment. This is actually really cool. Yes, I think so too. This is, y'all can see why I like this game and why this game is pretty popular. It's not, I don't know that it's super well known in the fandom. I think it's pretty well known. I've been talking about it for years. And, now over the last, several months, we've actually been playing it so you guys can see it firsthand. Several people have come to me and said they bought this game after seeing these playthroughs. And I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I do. It's a real time sink. It's kind of good that I'm only playing it on these live streams these days, because if I were just playing it all the time, it might delay. It might occasionally delay the next podcast episode because this game is really addictive. But it's good. But I'm limiting myself to only doing these playthroughs. He stumbles. Oh wow, this guy's drunk. We've got a little Dantos Hollard situation here. I'm not removing him from the lists. Yeah, let him go. Oh no, wait, no. He I would lose prestige by now. Yeah, oh well. I don't want to lose prestige. You got to have prestige. Prestige is really valuable. For those who don't know, this is my prestige right here. 2125. That's quite high, considering I am only 19 years old. That is a really high prestige. And what you can do with prestige is, as you can see here, notice my own heir is my uncle, because I don't have a kid yet. But if you hover over, every single character has an opinion of you, and you have an opinion of them. So, he kind of likes me. It's a 20. And notice where these points are coming from. You can see state diplomacy +8, long reign +3. The longer I reign, the longer that long reign will go. Or rather, the higher that bonus will be. And if you look at the bottom, you see prestige +10. So every 2 points prestige, or 200 points prestige, is worth a point. So the more popular and famous I am, the more everyone likes me. So that's basically the simple explanation for that. So still, yeah, we got to remove that guy from the list because we don't want to lose 30 prestige. Even though 30 isn't a huge amount, that's important. And we're you know, we are ambitious. We are nice and we're patient and diligent and ambitious. So with ambition means we want to we care about how we're perceived. Mummers are singing outside the townhouses while slowly moving towards my castle. The summer fair suddenly felt less pleasant. Okay, so we want Lord Theon does not like gregariousness. Oh, we would love to have the gregarious trait. Look at that bonus. +2 diplomacy, +5 attraction, +5 vassal. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can get this 25% chance of getting gregarious. Boom, come on. Ah, we missed. As the feast begins, Sir Garce Malicer presented a petition before court. He says that crime and banditry in the Cave of Eagles is an increasing threat and that local sheriffs cannot contain the problem. He petitions that you send men and coin to eradicate them. Well, we are trying to prove ourselves a good leader, and so we are going to say yes. We're going to basically be like the Mafia Don on the day of his daughter's wedding. We're going to say yes to basically everything we can do unless it's just really unreasonable. All right. Oh, look at all this joust. Look at this list of jousters. We got a huge list of attendants, and that's partly because this is, well, heck, it's a tournament of Harrenhal, right? I like it. Magically Delicious says, King Homer, like the kindly Kraken. Well, I guess we're not a Kraken, technically, because we're Hoare, not Greyjoy, but I'll take it. I like that nickname. But we don't have a nickname yet, and I wonder if we'll get one. Well, we probably will, with all of our large prestige, and we're pretty pious, too. This guy's doing really well. At age 19, he already has almost 3,000 combined prestige plus piety, which is pretty awesome. This is the best character we've had so far in this playthrough. So other people who are new to the game, the way it works is every time you die, you take over as your heir. If your heir is not part of your family, then the game ends. That's not terribly likely, but it can happen. Right now, if I were to die, I would take over as my uncle. If this was in red, if there was a red border around this heir, it would mean that I'm in danger of the game ending because I don't have an heir, a proper heir. There's always an heir to your castle, but there's a difference between an heir to your castle and an heir to your family line. And right now I have both, but it's my uncle. It's not my own son. I would much rather have a son or daughter, or really multiples to have for safety. And, oh, I'm the organizer. I should have been leading the army. Okay, so sorry for the disconnected thoughts here, but organizer means your army moves faster, but only if you're in the center. And I was on the left, so I should have been in the center. So next time, I'll do that. Let's see if our marriage choices are any different yet. Not really. Nothing has emerged. Basically the same. More Greyjoy kids out there. Brella of Lordsport is still looking like one of my better. God, she's got the. You really like this capable trait because you can pass it down to your kids and because it's genetic trait. But these stats are horrible. 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. Ugh, that is terrible. This is also terrible stats with the genetic weakness, frailty. Slim Pickens, 15-year-old, so at least she's almost of age, and she's astute, which is nice, but also these stats really stink as well. This one's capable too, but again, bad stats, and she's Craven, which it's not so bad if your wife is Craven in this game. You just don't want that being passed on to your kids. Yeah, Patrick Dean comments that he played Aegon through conquering Western Essos and the Rhoyne, and then conquering Essos. That's right. You can roleplay Aegon and decide to conquer Essos instead of Westeros, or you can do both. Or you can have your descendants do, pick up the slack and continue the conquest. So you really have a wide open variety of options in this game, including playing in quote unquote current times. You could play Stannis, and you can play Stannis in the year, right before Robert's Rebellion, or you can play Stannis just after the War of Five Kings starts. There's a lot of different timeline options, including just choosing whatever year you want. There's also sub mods that allow you to go, like, for example, there's just one example of many. Our friend of the podcast, friend of the community, Kevin, has told us that there's a mod that allows you to play in the 100 Kingdoms era of Westeros, which isn't really a real title, but it's a descriptive title. Back when there was no 7 kingdoms, there was just a bunch of petty kingdoms. Back before all these kingdoms were united, you can actually go back to a time when Westeros had 100 kings, which would be, if we're thinking in canon timeline, that's probably at least 4,000 years ago. It could be a little bit less, but it could also be more, because you know how these things are. We don't know. We don't have specific dates on this. But enough of that. Let's continue. Still looking like slim pickings on the bridal front. Looks like oh, cool. Looks like the success of the bandit thing went well there. They stamped out those bandits. Sir Christopher Tully used his attendance at the feast and inherited a petition. He is petitioning. Yeah. He claims that whilst he was detained by Lord Arlen Butterwell, he was barbarically tortured and mutilated. Huh, what proof of this do you have, Sir Christopher Tully? Are your eye holes missing or anything? Oh, actually, yes, they are. Okay, so you have pretty good proof here. One of the options is Sir Lord Arlen is clearly not guilty of these accusations. Yeah, sorry, Lord Arlen, but I do not countenance treating noble-born prisoners with torture. So yes, we are going to side with Sir Christopher Tully here and say no more pulling out of eyes of people for this kind of thing. The tourney. Okay, yes. All right. We got the tax and happiness boost for the tournament, bringing improving the local economy. Oh, so Lord Wendell Caith is trying to get at us here. Ah, he failed. Kind of want to... What's my odds? Can I do this without... I don't know if I want to start a war right now, but yeah, I guess this guy's on the older side. I'm not too worried about him. I was thinking I have justification for attacking this guy now, but we're still trying to play nice here, because if he raises his flag in rebellion, well, I'd probably crush him. But it's always a chance that a bunch of people join him, and we just don't want that. We're still trying to establish ourselves. And right, especially after we spent all this money. We spent a ton of money on this tournament, so we don't really have a war chest right now. Sir Sandor Lawlison defeats Lord Reaver Derrimond. Okay. Getting some tournament results. These kind of trickle in. There we go. After many tilts over several days, only 2 knights remained undefeated. Sir Sandor Lawliston and Sir Dennet Wayne. Sir Sandor Lawliston is the winner of the championship, and he is the heir to the Lordship of Lawliston. And he is a good fighter. Yeah. Looks like he has the knight trait and the skilled fighter trait and the combat mod, nice dual skill estimate of 8. Yeah, good job, dude. And everybody likes him more now. Oh, he crowns Alysanne Vance the Queen of Love and Beauty. How nice. That is his wife. Okay. Well, good job, smart man. Don't do like Rhaegar did and name someone else's wife. We have an idle council member here, so let's take care of that. Organize raid, train children, train troops, or suppress revolts. Train troops sounds good. We don't have any children to train. And we just fought that long war, so we'll have him getting busy with marshaling our levies, because you never know when the next war will be. We want to be ready for it when it happens. What is next? All right. Well, we have our whole lives ahead of us now, but no wife yet. We have wives ahead of us, but no lives ahead of us, but no wives ahead of us. Yes, I did throw Rhaegar under the bus there with that comment, but fair's fair, right? The tournament is over, and now it's time to bask in the glory. Indeed, it is. What do we get? 0. Oh, we already got our prestige bonus earlier, I suppose, or did we not? Wait, why are we getting 0 prestige? That's a bummer. We were supposed to get like 300. Telling the Iron Bank, sorry, we're still waiting. But our income is good now. We're getting 9 a month, which is pretty darn high for this game. So we'll be able to pay them off eventually, and we're going to do some other things to try to make a little money. And I will be perhaps playing a little different style of game here, because this first version we were just raiding, or fighting. Just constant warfare, constant beating of rebels, and whoa! I was almost assassinated. Paid by Lord Edmond, you say? How about that? We almost got murdered. We barely avoided an assassination attempt. So you see what I mean? We do not want to encourage any rebels, because we are far from established in our realm here. It is a large, diverse realm with 2 different religions that don't like each other. And the Riverlords do not like us, just even if we followed their religion. I would strongly consider switching religions to make the Riverlands like us more. But that would also, of course, make the Iron Islands not like us. So it's tricky. It's possible I would like to marry someone outside of the faith, or inside the faith, not my faith, to maybe help that balance. And then I don't know what would happen with our kids. Your kids tend to follow the religion of whoever you have them foster with. You can have them... I could foster them myself once they turn 6. I could have my wife do it, etc., etc. But a lot of choices. Righteous imprisonment for that guy. No, we're going to not do that. We're going to let him go for now. Lord Reaver Perwin, the Gallant. We have... Make sure we're doing everything right here. Call a Great Council, go on a Reaving. We could go on a Reaving. That would be fun. We want to get ourselves some more glory and give ourselves, maybe earn some money from Reaving to pay back the Iron Bank. And I could also go on a foreign tour, which is kind of what going on a Reaving would be. What? Our cousin was abducted by Lady Rhonda of Parchments. Why would they do such a thing? They're trying to mess with us, huh? Remember that King Orys, I forgot to mention that King Orys, that's the Orys, is king of the Targaryen line, because there were no more Targaryens, and he married Rhaenys. And he married Visenya. Orys took both the wives of Aegon, the sister wives of Aegon, and is married to them both. How about that? So I don't suppose I could just go easily declare war on this Lady of Parchments who captured my cousin, because that would be akin to declaring war on the Stormlands and the Crown Lands, because that is held by them. Today, my uncle Prince Corwin asked me for a fief of his own to govern. He wants lordship of Orkmont. Well, he's a not terrible guy. Yeah, he's my heir, isn't he? I don't know if I want my heir to be more powerful. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. Sorry, buddy. I know you're Yeah, we don't. Yeah, no, sorry. Not happening yet. Yes, Davos. Thanks for the comment. He says, it's been a minute since our last stream. Yes, as I explained at the beginning, I was traveling during the time I'd normally do the stream, which is during episode release week. As you guys know, we put out the Bloodraven episode. We actually have a bonus episode that was just released to $5 patrons and will be out for everybody else within a few days. It's just a bonus episode. It's some Con of Thrones audio. It's a panel that I edited that I was on with Jim McGeehan, Lord Jim the Fortuitous, also known as Something Like a Lawyer, and we did a fun panel called Hail the Conquering Hero, and it's about 45 minutes long, and that'll be up. It's only a podcast. There's no video for that one. There was no video feed for any of those con panels. Okay, yes, I am going to be an example. Yes, I'm definitely going to be diligent. I'm trying to do the things the right way here. Oh, cool. I gained a little terrain bonus here. Mountain expert, flat terrain expert. A lot of flat terrain in the Riverlands. Not a lot of mountains and forest. There's some forest. I'll go with open plains here. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to pay that ransom. Are they asking me for a ransom? They're not. Eventually, maybe they will. I don't have much money anyway. I'm getting there, though. Someone wants... Okay, so this guy wants to be in command of my armies. Yeah, okay, you make a good point. This guy's actually noble, and this other guy's like an escaped slave. Yeah, okay, and I need him to like me. He's a lord. I want the lords to like me. You, my lord, you make a good point. You can be commander. And that's good. So we have... We're in pretty good shape with our small council. We really wanted this captain of the fleet to like us better, but I'm not sure there's a whole lot we can do about that in the short term. He's trying to get someone else to revolt. All right, you. What can we do to make him like us more? A little more money? Okay. A little more money's good. Yeah. Good. Okay, we can get him to stop doing some of his shenanigans here. And... Hey, Thomas Taliaferro, good to see you. Yes, definitely. Watch Atlanta. He says, love History of Westeros. I need Fire and Blood soon. Happy Friday. Gonna go watch Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta's a great TV show. Episode 2 came out last night. We watched it. It's another good episode. And love seeing my city on TV, which these days we see Atlanta on TV, really TV and movies a lot. Atlanta has become like the new Hollywood. Not everyone knows this, but Avengers Infinity War and The Walking Dead and Dumb and Dumber and just there's a ton of movies that I'm forgetting, but a whole lot of Marvel and other movies are being shot. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was shot in Atlanta. It's just becoming a real movie hub. And we once tried to convince Sean to go down to be an extra for Infinity War because they were looking for, there was a casting call for guys with large beards. So, I mean, right? But, you know, he had to work that day. That's right. Kyle's coming down to see us again at Dragon Con. Dragon Con's a lot of fun. 77,000 people last year. Yep, Kyle got to interview Michael Rooker last year. That is awesome. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. All right. Oh, yeah. So this guy's trying to... I didn't realize it was an assassination plot. Wow. This guy's trying to... Oh, that's the guy who tried to get us killed. Yeah, this guy needs to be in prison. We will, in fact, go after this guy, even though he is... You had your time. You're going in the dungeon, buddy. We were being nice to you, and he tried to escape. This guy... Man, I'm kind of unsure here. This is tricky. This guy is actively trying to assassinate us, and he almost succeeded already. I definitely don't want to Oh yeah, challenge him to a duel. That's what we want to do. That is really what we want to do. Oh wow, look at that. King Dywin is becoming an Aaron. Suspected bastard, huh? Yeah, that's funny. What is this here? Sir Garth the Whisperer, who, again, really, really hates me. He wants me to make him Lord of Seaguard? A guy that really, really hates me and is... oh, yeah, I'll go, but... No, sorry. Raise my levy over his province before I... Yes, I should do that. But instead, we're going to duel, because that's more fun. I am not an amazing duelist. But this guy is worse. We are dueling. Strike. Yeah. Knocked him to the ground. Well, I guess we have to be merciful because that's what we're doing. We defeated him in front of everybody, and we're going to accept his mercy. If he tries to assassinate us again, oh my. Well, hopefully we don't just get killed. $40 prestige for winning the duel. And we now have the duelist skill, which is awesome. That is really good. That's another. It's like another +1 or 2 to our martial skill. So that's really cool. That's great. That's really great. It feels good to be recognized. More prestige. Yeah. So that is very helpful. That's weird. Our dual skill estimate did not go up. I guess dual. That's because it wasn't a skill thing. It's just it's a statement on interest in dueling, not. Yeah, that's very cool. So now another boost to our martial. We're up to 15 there, and time is still flying by. We're getting our money back up to. We'll be able to pay that Iron Bank back eventually. We really need that wife, though. Man, we really need to get a wife. I do want to do these other things. I want to go on a reaving, and I want to go. The world tour thing, the foreign tour, which allows you to go out there. You might find a wife, might get more prestige, might get more bonuses. Just random adventures can happen. But I also don't want to go overseas. I don't want to be away from my kingdom at a time when, you know, things are a little chintzy. So I think I'm going to wait a little longer before doing that. As always, I am open to suggestions. I like this being a community experience. People want to make suggestions for how I'm running this character. I am all ears. It's fun. I'm a big fan of co-playing games in general. I like cooperative games as much or more than competitive games. This is a game that kind of lends itself to that because it's got that feel where you're a ruler and you have a small council and you make decisions a lot of times by consensus. And that's kind of one of the fun things about live streaming this game is you can do that. Okay, so this guy wants, what does he want? He wants Seaguard. Everybody wants Seaguard from me, and eventually I'm going to give Seaguard to somebody to rule in my name. But this guy also just doesn't... These guys I can't trust some of these guys. And because I have this diplomacy skill, it allows me to talk them out of it without a penalty. If I had a lower diplomacy skill, I would have to take a penalty to say no to them. But because I have this high diplomacy skill, it allows me to do that. Now, something I want to clarify. For people who are kind of new to the game, these stats here, diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, and learning, these are roughly in order of importance, too. Diplomacy, as you can kind of understand why diplomacy would be the most important for a leader. Because you have to, especially under a feudal system, because so much of, you're not just an absolute monarch ruling over everyone and they have to obey everything. You know how it is in Westeros. It's the feudal system. The king is at the top of the ladder, but you see lords and minor lordlings and lesser power people just go against the king sometimes. They don't just follow orders. They get to say no and argue and things like that. It isn't just you have to obey everything. So that fits in really well. And what we have here, a most impressive woman. Well, Oh, not that kind of impressive. She wants to do trade arrangements with us. Well, yeah, we definitely want more trade. Oh, but my they want to make her master of coin? I don't know about that. I can't, no, I can't take Reaver Derrimond out of that job. He's not great at it, but kicking a High Lord out of a job is bad policy. Damn. Everything just fine as it is. Sorry, I would love to do that, but Osmond Strong wants to come join our court. Oh wow, 18 stewardship. Yeah, we'll take him. We will take you on. Cost 50 gold for him though? Actually, maybe not. Oh, he has a nice daughter here. Fruitful and energetic. Interesting. Fruitful means more fertility plus 10%. Well then, maybe this is a bride candidate for her. Oh no, she's married already. What am I saying? Whoops. All right, we'll pay this 50 gold. That's a lot, but I think I like this guy. We'll do it. I like House Strong too. I have a special place in my heart for House Strong because the German translation of the word Stark is strong. So in Germany, House Stark is House Strong. So what is House Strong? I don't know. Confusing. My incompetent Lord Steward, who I just decided I couldn't get rid of because he's a lord. Ah, he let in smugglers. Oh, that sucks. That's gonna slow down a couple of our processes. Although these are processes that we're not actively using right now. We haven't been making new buildings or anything in a while. We haven't had the money for it. We want to make new buildings. We want to build trade posts and we want to build infrastructure to build wealth because that'll really help us keep our hold on the Iron Islands and the Riverlands. Really, more importantly, the Riverlands is what's more in doubt. Yeah, Thor Jones says assassinate the husband. Yeah. I would if I were that kind of guy, but I'm role playing my character, and my character is nice. He's not that kind of guy. He's not the assassinate type of guy. He challenged his assassin to a duel. That's the kind of guy he is. He doesn't respond to subterfuge with subterfuge. He brings it all out in the open. Ooh, a tourney where we can compete in. That's fun. Let's do that. Let's go fight in the tournament. Chance to prove my worth. Yes, let's see how that goes. Still no brides for us. Still no. I might have to just cave and go with this Brella girl here. Even though her stats are not that great, we can hope they get better. But we want those good genetics. Gotta have those good genetics. Here's a Black Tide with decent genetics. She's appealing. That's good. We're attracted to her. And she's got the fruitful skill. Okay. I do like House Black Tide because that's a cool name. She's older than me, but not by much. 3 years, that's fine. She's deceitful, which isn't great. She has 0 stewardship, which is also not great. Okay, so we won some easy jousts early on. Now we're going to fight some real ones. Ooh, can I bet? Cool. I don't want to bet. I'm not a bettor. I'm not a gambler. This character is not a gambler. Kind, temperate, patient, ambitious, diligent. Yeah, he's not a gambler. Oh, great. We have to fight Sandor Lawliston first off. The dude who won my tournament? That's not so lucky. Maybe we can beat him. Let's get lucky here. Come on, everybody. Cross those fingers. Your opponent got the better of you. Yeah. Whack. Well. Oh, but we didn't fall off a horse. Okay, cool. He got us clean, but we stayed on our horse. Excellent. All right, we get a second chance. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Take out Sandor Lawliston. Nope, he got us again. Maybe we'll hold on again. Wow, we held on again. All right, third chance. Come on, third time's a charm. At least we're making a show of it. Again, we missed and he hit us. But we're like, you know what? We're really like, we are Homer. It's like if y'all remember of course, this Homer is named after the Simpsons Homer because I was wearing Simpsons pants during the last playthrough. And if y'all remember the episode where Homer, his boxing style is just to wear down his opponent by taking as many punches as possible until they get tired. Well, I think we just did that, except it didn't work. We still lost, but we showed no ability to hit him, but we were very good at taking a punch. Okay, well, we were eliminated from the tournament, but that was still, I think that was still worthy. We did well. We looked good there. What? Lord Reaver Perwin? Can we plot to rescue from prison? Oh, that's cool. We want to get him out of there. Yeah, get him out of prison. What can we do? We really want High Heart back, by the way. High Heart is outside of our title right now. More jousting results. Some Gregor Good defeats Manfred Strong. After many tilt... Oh, wow. Sandor Lawliston again. He won! Wow, the Sandor Lawliston is a freaking champion. 2 big tournament wins for him. And you can see it on his character page here. See, look at this. You can see his championships here. He won a small tournament. He won a grand tournament. And now he just won this regional tournament. The grand tournament was, of course, my tournament. So this guy is gaining little prestige bonuses every month because of his tourney wins. He is a real tourney champion. This guy is a boss. I'm going to try to invite him to court. He does not want to come. He is happy where he is. Oh, well. Worth a try. I was at the tournament, and though I did not have an opportunity to distinguish myself in the melee, I was sitting around and listening to 2 knights plot together to advantage themselves in the next bout. Bout? That is not how you spell bout. That's funny. I listened carefully to their plan, and I instantly saw the flaws. Oh, I gained 1 intrigue. All right, cool. Nice little random event there. Tournament is over. We're headed back home. And we almost have enough to pay back the Iron Bank, and then we'll be able to spend money on ourselves. Can we repay loan? No, we need 250 to pay them back. Okay, so we're not actually quite there yet. How are our vassals doing these days in terms of liking us or hating us? We got Patrick Frey, who's not so happy with us, but that's not so bad. 12, minus 43, 33, minus 29. The bracket, that's a big improvement. We were at like minus 50 something with the bracket, so that helps a lot. Mostly we're still not very disliked, especially this guy who tried to kill us that we beat in the duel. So we have a lot of work to do. Wow, yeah, look at all this hatred. We are still very much unliked. Garth Malister, of course, hates us. Wow, yeah. Blackwood, we still have in prison. Yeah. Okay. We have had Theomore Blackwood in prison for 4 years. How about that? I'm not sure what to do with this guy. He doesn't ever have any money. Whoops. Yeah. Who's his heir? His heir is oh wow. His heir is Kedge Blackwood. Alright, Kedge. I want to be your guardian. He won't let me do it though, will he? Me. I want me as your guardian. No, I won't do it. Oh well. I was going to try to be the guardian to the heir of Blackwood so that when his father died, the son would like me. But it's not an option, apparently. Heathens attacked me when I tried to spread the word of the dead. This is my priest, my head priest. So, yeah, well, that's what happens when you're preaching the drowned god in the Riverlands. They're not so excited to hear that message. Look at all these people coming after me. Jeez. What is he trying to do? He is trying to... Yes, these guys are all trying to do stuff to me. And you're plotting, you jerks. I think what I should... Yeah, I'm going to take the advice, I forget whose advice it was, and move my Master Whispers over to one of these territories so I can arrest them. Okay, so which one am I going to do, though? There's like 5 choices here. 6 people are plotting against me. 6 different lords. Okay, so which one is... Let's go after one of the weaker ones. One of the weaker ones who hates me the most. And... maybe that sends a message. We'll also go after one of the ones with the biggest chance of successfully arresting. That's a good call. Okay, 64% to arrest this guy. Okay, so we're going to send him over to... We're going to send over our mother over to Maidstone. And that'll help us with our arrest chance. And, oh, we don't have a... Oh, our drowned man guy died. That's funny. We got to do a new one. Proselytize. Yes, let's keep going. Keep trying to spread the word. But we're going to do it a little closer to home. Back here in Harrenhal. Yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, there he is. Okay, there she is. Let's scheme. Where's Maidstone? I forget where Maidstone is. Okay, where is Maidstone? Oh, yeah, we got to do that. We can do it this way. More than one way to find a Maidstone. Quick glance reveals that I can't find it at a quick glance. So, let's do it this way instead. Scrolling through these people, go back to Lord Ryman. And then we can click on his, oops, not that button. Wrong one. We click on his title here. Maidstone. There it is. Okay, so we're going to send our mother there to help with the arrest chance. I think that's how it works. I remember this correctly. Boom. Okay. That should increase our chances of arresting her. So let's see here. Arrest. Imprison. It did not increase our chances. Okay, oh well. Oh, another tournament. Sweet. Yes, we love tournaments. But we're going to... we'll wait till after this tournament before trying to arrest that guy. That way we'll have a little... We'll build up a little more money that way. So if we do, something does happen with the war, we'll have a little bit of cash to fight a war with. Hello, Travis Eisenhart. Saying what's up. We'll say what's up back. Good to see you. Just an FYI, everybody, I'm probably going to run this live stream until... I was planning on doing about 3 hours today, so we're about halfway through. Might go a little over that, but we'll see. I shall ready my horse. That's right. This looks like a smaller tournament. And I don't see Sandor in the list, so maybe we have a chance to win this one. Here we go. We're going to fight Sir Willis Cox. He's the treasurer of Salt Pans, and he's a pretty good fighter. Not great, nothing special, but he's brave and he's capable. So we'll call him that. Oh, looks like we're going to win this one. Yeah, all right. We got him. Cool. We won our first joust. Now, who are we going to fight next? Who's the next joust against? Really got to get us a wife, man. This is just crazy. Oh, yeah, we got a new... Oh, what happened to him? He died, our captain of the fleet guy. Which is not a bad thing, because that guy really didn't like us. So now we have people who want to be captain of the fleet, with 2 of our different lords here who want it. Hoare, Lord of Willowwood, and Arlen, Lord of Esgaroth. Esgaroth is more powerful, plus this guy has the ability to eventually take over as our Master of Laws when this old Sir Lord Cadwell dies. So I'm gonna earmark Hoare to be our new Master of Laws once Lord Cadwell dies, and Lord Arlen will get to be captain of the fleet, which is what he wants. So you're gonna watch what happens here. His opinion of us is gonna go way up because we're both fulfilling his ambition and fulfilling his request and naming him to an important position. So boom, look at that, 20-point bonus. We've almost gotten him over the hump to liking us, and we're gonna go ahead and do the train troops. Get us more men. So that's cool. We got to name a designated regent, someone who is capable, that likes us reasonably well, that we can trust? Tough choice. I kind of want to give it to my mother. I'm going to go with our Maester. Maesters aren't supposed to rule, but he's nice and not ambitious. And yeah, we're going to do that. That's a nice low-risk proposition. Oh, I haven't been naming bodyguards. I need to do that. Although none of these are really worthwhile. Okay, so we'll skip that for now. We need backup. Keep in mind, we need some new characters for that. Okay, Master of the Blade. Yeah, I neglected this. These are small little honorable titles we can give out to people that will increase their liking of us. We'll go ahead and name this Melweese. Will help that out a little bit. Master of the Bow. We'll make Patrick that. We need another champion or two. Who's a good fighter that we like here, that we can name to a position? Oh, Lauren, Arlen of Esgroth again, also being our bodyguard. Okay, that's cool. We got a lot of commander slots open, so we'll name a few of these guys commanders. Now you can have the computer do this for you. That's a newer feature, so I'm not sure how good of a job it does, but you don't have to go through this manually if you don't want to. But it's cool to do this. It's good to do this because every person you give a command job to is available for you to assign to lead troops to, and is a small bonus to your relationship with them. So we are just handing out commanderships like they're candy. We got one left. We'll keep one left. Oh, cool. Stephen Hoare is our little brother. And we would prefer him to be our heir. But yeah, let's make him. Let's guardianize him. Let's be our guardian to him personally. We get fun decisions that way. Good night, Agnieszka. Where were we here? Yeah, guardian. Me. I will be his guardian. Yes, to Prince Stephen. Prince Stephen is named after the Lord Commander of our Patreon Kingsguard, Stephen Stark, the Surveyor of Kings, or Cartographer of Kings. Both. We'll say both. Actually, this is an interesting idea. Our brother getting married would be kind of cool. We could marry him to one of these wives that wasn't quite good enough for us. That was maybe good enough for him. Yeah, that's a different way to get a new heir besides our uncle. Let's try that. Yeah, let's marry Moel Botley to our brother Prince Stephen here and see how that goes. It's going to cost him some prestige, but that's okay. We don't mind our brother becoming less prestigious. That keeps our realm in control, makes us safer in our rule. We're going to fight Sir Wilbert Woad in the next round of the tournament. Denied command? What are you talking about? What? Denied command? What did I didn't deny him command, did I? Okay, I don't know what just happened there. Anyway, whatever. We got hit, but we held on. We're still being Homer. We are good at taking lances right in the face or chest and just holding on to our horse. We are really being Homer here. Let's try again. Nope, he hit us again. Let's see if we can hold on again. Come on, Homer. Yeah, we held on again. We are really good at holding on. Ooh, we got him this time. Did we win? Or did he hold on? Yeah, we got him. Cool. We are jousting. Feeling good. Oh, we lost our drowned man again? Jeez. Our drowned men are dropping like flies. Oh, cool. We won that small tournament. Heck yeah. 25 gold, 50 prestige. Excuse me. I don't have enough to pay them bot. What? I thought I did. I have 267. Why does it? I owe them 250. Well, that sucks. I guess it registered like right before. Yeah, that stinks. The one thing went right before the other. All right. Well, we'll be paying you back soon, Iron Bank. Hendry has contracted great sickness. Holy crap, that's really bad. That could spread and kill a lot of people. Yeah, Ambrose of Tower has contracted great sickness. Uh-oh. Plague. There's plague. Randa has contracted great sickness. Oh, shoot. This could get really bad really quickly. Corwin Hoare. Oh, my uncle, my heir has the great sickness. Oh, crap. Well, you know how I was avoiding leaving the country? This is a good time to get the heck out of Westeros. Let's go on that foreign tour. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, let's go to the Free Cities. Yeah, let's go for a while. Yeah. This might be really risky, but so is sticking around during the plague. The plague. I mean, really, the great sickness. We're getting the heck out of here. Yeah, get the heck out of Westeros. Quickly. Yeah, Lord Garcifer. Yep, people are dying. People are dying. And we do not want to be here for that. Hi, Murata White Wolf. Thanks for saying hi. Glad to see you all coming in on Friday. I know it's not, it's Friday night or Friday afternoon, depending on some people where you're at. Yep, he died of the sickness. Jeez. My uncle. Yes, we'll give him a nice funeral. Just the Hoare family. We can't have a big old public funeral because of the sickness. We don't want to have a big party when there's disease. You don't want people coming together for such an event. So this guy wants to come work for us. Thormore Harlaw. Oh, yeah, he is very talented. Melodious voice. A lot of skills. All right. Spending money we don't have. I was about to pay off the Iron Bank, and now I'm back down to 60 gold. Well, hopefully this tour of the Free Cities we make some money. You're not going to go big on expenses here because of how poor we are. Although we have a good income, so our wealth should rebuild pretty quickly. Yeah, I know I should get married. We still should get married. Ugh. Just rough. Little miniature feast for the funeral. Lord Derrimunderi died. How? Oh, yes. Lordship of Orkmont. Yes, well, I could consider that. What am I? I am the Lord of... No, I want to hang on to that and give it to my son when I have it. So I will use my diplomacy skill to say no. So now we have to appoint a new master of coins since people are dropping like flies. Now, we have an interesting choice here. Whoa. A little legal dispute there. Another petition. Iffy, our sister. Two people are... This guy is just... All sorts of complaints against this guy. Oh, yeah. More petitions. Lord Ryger, that guy. Yes. All that. More petitions. Jeez, this is petition day. Okay, so I have no idea who deserves this. Either way, I get 50 gold. We'll give it to... They both have a kid. Okay. Oh, this is a strong. Okay, we'll give it to the House Strong one. The Daisy Strong, because we like the Strongs. My mother. This Lord Edmond Viperin is just doing all sorts of stuff. He is just quite the business. The funeral. Yes, sorry, uncle. Yeah, okay, so back to this decision here. Master of Coin. Okay, so Thormor is slightly better at it. Oh no, that other guy died. I was considering who I was there, but he died. Okay. Maynard. Yeah, Thormor it is. Go ahead, Thormor. Collect taxes for us, buddy. We need it. We need that money to pay the Iron Bank. Get that monkey off our back. And we have a Lord Steward to appoint. Now, this we'll give to a Lord because adopt a lifestyle, Master Coin, Master Lord Steward. Yeah, you guys all want to be Lord Steward, don't you? Melwys. I think we'll give it to no. Yeah. Whoever we give this job to, they're gonna be much happier after it. But this guy doesn't want to be it. We'll give it to. We do want to play nice with the Tullys. And this guy's just, and he's not. Yeah. All right, Melwys it is. Oversee realm. Do your job. Got to trust those Tullys, even though we don't want to. Establish our rule. I'm surprised that we are 5 years into this session, and we don't even have a halfway decent candidate for a bride. Are we actually overseas yet? Where are we? What? During the transfer of power, Helya Bracken lost their Song of the Sea. What is their Song of the Sea? I don't know what that is. Is that a weapon? Is that an artifact of some kind? I don't even know what that is. Oh, she's... Oh, wow. This is the new Lord of Bracken. Wow. Holy crap. Look at that. Lord Reaver Eric died of plague. Mother died of plague. Plague. Look at that. Jeez. This was the guy... This guy just died like a few months ago. And then his son died of the plague right after. And then her two little brothers, I know those were stillborn. Wow. I could marry her. She's only 4. So I'd have to wait forever to actually consummate. But then our children would have Southstone. They would be the High Lords of Bracken. So, or I could, is there any of my other, who else could she marry? One of my other, Gilmore. Yeah, I think I might do that. Get betrothed to a 4-year-old. Yep, we're doing it. We're going for the money. We're going for the title. And we've gotten to Volantis. Cool. Yeah, okay, sure. We give you some money. A bad example. Whatever. Mistress Millicent Azantis is now the rider of Meraxes. Whoa. Cool. Yeah, I won't be able to get married for 10 years. I really signed myself up for that. And that's not going to... We won't be having kids for a while. I'm in need of a wife. Yeah. What? Yeah, I guess I could consider not marrying the Bracken girl. Then she'd hate me, though, her whole life. She'd be jilted. Yeah, I don't want to marry a foreigner anyway, because I need the alliance that comes from a local marriage. There we are. The betrothal is accepted. Well, I guess I can get a new heir in the meantime by one of my other ancestors having a son. Yes, onward Elise. What sorts of fun will we have there? Maybe we'll father a bastard. We can legitimize a bastard, and then we'll have a kid. That's a way around not being able to have a son forever. Ah, a domestic slave that has become Skilled. Okay, yeah, well. Yeah, sure. We can make use of that. Maybe she'll marry somebody. Nope. No one in my court to marry her. There we are. What's up with the Lysine? A Lyseni made sword. Or a Lyseni made armor. Oh. What do you guys think? The sword or the armor? Should I take... The sword is cheaper. But the armor sounds more exotic. Like, because you can get Valyrian steel in the game. And maybe I can get Valyrian steel some other point. So if I leave the sword slot open... Yeah, I'm leaning towards the armor. But I'm open to arguments. All right, first comment from Azor Hype says armor. Yeah, let's go with the armor. We'll go with that. Even though that leaves us nearly broke. Oh, cool. It's got my sigil and everything. Whoa, cat fight out there. Stop that, kitties. What do we get? I completely forget where to see that. Oh yeah, here we go. Treasury. Fine set of armor. It is quality 2. And see, this is something that is sort of new for Crusader Kings, to add these like unique items. They already had Valyrian steel blades, but they modified it also to have these other things. And hang on, everybody. I'm gonna go break this cat fight up. Nothing like the howling of angry cats during a live stream. This time it was Casanova and Koja Mo, as in the Summer Islander cat. So that's pretty cool. So we have a quality size 2. It doesn't help our dual skill, which is too bad. I wish it helped our dual skill. We'd be getting any more duels. But this will be passed down to our descendants. So that's another cool little thing that's gonna. This will be like the family set of armor for a while. Okay, so we're leaving Lys here in a sec. And on to Tyrosh. Cool. Let's see what happens there. Look how big the world is in the game. You can go all the way to Ashai. When the game was first released, it was just Westeros. That was like 5 years ago. And so they eventually added Essos, and then they added all the different government types to handle all the different, you know, the Dothraki nomadic thing and the slave cities and all this. Oh wow, pirates are attacking our ship. Haha. Well, we're gonna fight. 70% chance we repel the attack and are unharmed. 25% we repel the attack and take a wound, and 5% chance that we die. Well, let's do it. Haha! We beat them easily. 50 prestige. Cool. Wearing my new set of armor. Beating off pirates. Some of my vassals are fighting and I have the option to order them to stop. They don't necessarily listen. Tyrosh. Cool. What happens here? Oh! I could get a concubine. I think I'm going to get a concubine because my wife is 4, or my betrothed is 4. And, you know, Iron King Homer has appetites that he can't wait 10 years, you know. Hang on. Let's think about that for a second. In the meantime, let's appoint a new Master of Laws. Oh yeah, that's right. We already planned for that. Mohor we were waiting on to make Mohor our Master of Laws, and I don't think that has changed. Rolf would maybe be. Oh, actually, this guy really likes us, and he wants to be Master of Laws, and he's only a little bit less good at it. And he'll actually be more effective. This 16 is better than this 18 because of how much they like us. When they don't like you, they don't do their job as well. So even though he's more skilled at it, he's not going to do it to his maximum capacity. This guy, it's less important for him to like us because he's a lower ranked lord. He's Lord of Nettlebank, which is a small vassal. You can see the red outline around his circular icon showing you his rank. So the blue, the silver with the blue around it is a higher rank, is a very high rank, and the silver is, you know, regular high rank. And you can see I'm a king, so I have this super blinged out thing around me. So yeah, we're going to go with Rolf here because he actually likes us, and he's going to like us a lot more once we give him this job. Yeah, up to 29. And he's going to... Yeah, he's going to just do the generic job of making people like us more and repairing diplomatic damage. All right, so let's see what happens here. We're going to lose some piety, but that's okay. And we are going to see what happens here. Maybe we can get some bastards. Assault wife. Oh, she's green-haired. Hell yeah, we have a green-haired lover. And she's ruthless and stubborn and gluttonous. Oh, great. Well, anyway. We're leaving Tyrosh. Cool. We have a concubine, so we have a chance to have kids ahead of schedule. We might, and what's kind of cool about that is we don't have to legitimize them. If the child is born and we're like, this kid kind of sucks, we don't have to. We're not stuck with them as our heir. Whereas you're not ever truly stuck with someone. There's things you can do, but of course it's easier if it just works out with your oldest child being, good. Oh, cool! Look, we have a little tournament win badge here on our character page because we won that small tournament. Agnieszka is asking if I have a beer or wine. It's the weekend after all. I don't. I have my little vape pen here though. That's my my vice for now. So glasses or vape pens or whatever you're holding up for the toast, Friday night toast. Here's to my friends out in the fandom, my lovely Song of Ice and Fire Game of Thrones community. Love y'all. Glad you're hanging out with me for this fun game. This isn't our most popular format, but it's so much fun for those of you who do enjoy it. So I really like doing this. Thin claim indeed. Oh, our uncle is trying to get a claim to the Iron Islands. Edmond the Spider. Well, I'm not terribly worried about that, but here we go. Mirror. We're at Mirror. What is going to happen here? Trade deals. An option for trade deals. Cool. Profit. Steven has developed a habit for wild parties. That's funny. He is lustful and charitable, or I can make him chaste and arbitrary. Let's let him do that. I don't mind that. We're in Mirror. Okay. What? Lord Thamar escaped from prison. Oh well. He's not very powerful. We had him in jail for 5 years. That was a good long run. We need a new Master of Whispers. Oh no! Our mother died? Oh no. She died of the sickness. Ah, damn. Mom, no. Oh well, she served us very well. Good job, Mom. How's Iffy doing? Iffy is, well, she doesn't have the plague. That's good. And she isn't pregnant yet. Oh well. But we'll check in with her again later. So, we need a new Master Whisperers. And, yes, that was a gluttonous concubine that we have. I fear that, yeah. We'll see how that goes. Onward to Pentos, yes. Even though my mother died. We still don't want to go back to Westeros. There's still the plague to deal with. pause the game while we pick this here. Who do we want? Looks like Emond, Lord Reaver of Harlaw, the Emond the Spider. I think if we give him this job, he's a lot. He'll play nice, and it'll also pull him into the positive. Yeah, now he likes us, and we'll give him an honorary title. He wants an honorary title. What do we have for him? Cupbearer. No, we're not making him Cupbearer, because Cupbearer, he could poison us. We're not doing that. He's a spy master. Yeah, we're going to let him build a spy network. Let him get that going for us. And we're going to send him to Blackwood, to Stonehenge there, or not Stonehenge, but Blackwood Vale, to keep an eye on the just escaped Lord Blackwood. We're about to be arriving. Where are we going now? We just left Mir, so are we going to Lorath yet, or Pentos? Forget. Soon though. Yeah, okay. Check on our vassals again. We should be slowly improving our relationships with a lot of these guys because our reign is getting longer and our prestige is going up. Pentos it is. Of course, Pentos was the next closest one. And yeah, Melwy's Tully was at -48, now he's at -8, so that's a big improvement. Oh, we have too many held high lordships. I forgot about that. We need to give one of those away, and that will really help our standing if we let someone else rule that for us. And it really is kind of kind of hard for me to think I could hold on to it that long before passing it on to a son, because I'm just not likely to have a son for a while. Well, Pentos wasn't very interesting, apparently. We're going to Bravos now. We didn't have any random events there in Pentos. Who is someone we can really trust? Vassals. Are there any of these guys that we really like that's not? Maybe we can make a new lord. A totally new family to rule. Oops, not vassals. I want my court, not my vassals. Who's one of my buddies I can raise up high? Othgar, my uncle. I can't really kill him. Good brother. He's a really trustworthy guy. We like him. Randa, Ravella, these are all. Gelmar. I don't like Gelmar. Who would be good? I'm trying to see if I can maybe be like Stannis and make new lords instead of using the old ones. But I don't see a lot of great options. What about this guy? He's not very good. 2 stewardship. You are not a good ruler. Othgar. You are also bad. And he has no heir either. So, okay. Yeah. I think we might have to do that. Maybe we'll give that up to him. We'll go ahead and make sure I do this right here. We want to make sure we give away. We have too many held titles. Our vassals don't like that. So we're trying to, if we can resolve that, every one of these will jump up by 20 points. That is, which is just huge. Yes, we need to give the high lordship of Blackwood away. And yes, too many high lordships. Way too many high lordships. Okay, yeah, I've been sitting here too long with that. I believe we can, Kyle. I'm not sure how pure it is, but yes. Sea Lord Cosimo Valentin shall be informed of your arrival. Yes, bravos, bravos. Okay, so let's see. Give the high lordship to our No, to this guy. We want to give it to Othgar, our uncle, or Othgar, who is not super formidable, and we have a reasonable relationship with him. Oh, we can't actually give that high lordship to him. That's right. So we have to give. Here we are in Bravos. We have to give it to one of the river lords. Let's see. Who are we going to try to make like us more? Tristan Goodbrother. Leslin Piper. That's always a good play, is to give lordships to small children, because it makes them like you, and then they have a long life where they like you the whole time, and they're also, as children, they're a lot less likely to organize any kind of revolt against you. So what I'm really looking to do is I need to get rid of some of these titles to pass them down, and I would rather give them to people that are it's going to be profitable for me, or people who are going to be kept in line, rather than people who are going to, you know, just use this new power that I give them to rebel, which is entirely possible. So Theomar Blackwood, he really hates us. Usurp title, desires the high lordship of Blackwood. Yeah, this guy just really hates us. Who else could I give it to, though? It is tough to decide. Giving out titles is very tricky. I could give it to my wife. Yes, well, can I do that? Yes, I can. Well, I've always been a fan of the Blackwoods, but my betrothed is a Bracken, and I'm giving her the high lordship of Blackwood. That's awesome. There you go. How you like that, Blackwoods? You like being ruled by a Bracken? A 4-year-old Bracken at that? Well, let's see what that did to things. Okay, that helped a lot. That was huge. Look at the opinions. Boy, I should have done this right away. I was neglecting to check for that. I forgot that we were holding so many high lordships. Now we're under the maximum, and just everyone's opinion of us just did a total about face. We still have too many held high lordships, so we could make this even better. But that was huge. That was really huge. Okay, so we want to give one or two more of these away to our vassals. Whoa, this would have shored up our rule a lot sooner. Okay, so what other high lordships do we even have to give away? We're keeping the high lordship of Harrenhal. We're keeping the kingdom of the Iron Isles and the kingdom of the rivers for ourselves. High lordship of Seaguard. Okay, that we can distribute to somebody. And we have that one. We also have the high lordship of the Seastone Isles, which we'll keep. Yeah. So we'll just give away the high lordship of Seaguard, and that is all. We'll keep the rest. So who are we going to give that to? Who is the current lord? Who is the current lord of Seaguard? And we might just give it back to him. It is this guy, Lord Reaver Patrick of the Crossing. What? He's the lord of Seaguard? No, he is. The Fraser Lord of the Seaguard. Oh, he is high lordship. He's already the high lord of the Crossing. I don't know if I want him to be the high lord of two things. Then again, this dude is totally incompetent, and he is not much of a threat. Although the one thing he's decent at is fighting, so that might be the thing he uses against me. Let us consider our other options, then. Who is another vassal of power in the area? We have Lord Mathis of Martlet Bay, who is a lesser lord, but we could certainly up-jump him, and that would maybe create a balance of power. Yeah. And it would create a smaller lord holding lordship over these larger lords, would kind of keep them kind of wrapped up a little with their own nonsense instead of worrying about me. Let's see if there's any other options, though. Lord Wendell, I know we've dealt with him a bit. I'm not a big fan of him. Lord Ormond of Fairmarket. That's a little too far away. Rushmore, Seaguard, Cape of Eagles, Lord Garth. Oh yeah, this guy that really, really hates us. He hated our predecessor. He hated our father. He wants the High Lordship of Seaguard, and he... This would be a pretty big turnaround. I don't know if we could trust this guy. This is a really tough call. I'm going to give it to the weaker guy. I'm going to keep the balance of power that way. Grant landed title, High Lordship of Seaguard to the ruler of Martlet Bay, and we'll see what happens. This is the same. This is kind of the same pattern that we saw with Aegon the Conqueror. He smartly, when he did his conquest, he gave over control of a lot of the houses he conquered into lesser houses that would, like the Tyrells. He gave the stewards of Highgarden, the lordship of High, which was a real insult to a lot of the Reach. So they were more upset about the Tyrells ruling them than about much anything else. So they were almost as distracted by that as they were by the fact that they no longer were self-ruling. So I'm kind of doing the same thing here. Okay, so that is done. He's now the High Lord of Seaguard, and look at that. He loves me now. Boom, 100. Hell yeah. So we should see our income go up. A lot of our vassals like us more now. And yeah, look at that. Boom. This is what I should have done at the beginning. Man, I feel silly for not doing this earlier. I just forgot that this was a problem. Our council is all greens now. How about that? Excellent shape. Okay, now I can unpause it. Who is this? Malaki Carkid? Carkid. Oh, she arrived at our court and then died. Okay. Thanks for that. Wait, what is this? What is this doing over here? There's a little Ironborn army just sitting here this whole time? 55 dudes? Alright, dudes, you can go have a beer. All the way out at Lonely Light, just chilling. Okay, so we're about to show up in Lorath. Let's see what happens in Lorath. We had a lot of random events happening to us in the other early free cities, but Pentos and Mir and Bravos were kind of uneventful. Hey, what happened to our green-haired lady? I thought she was our concubine. Oh, right, salt wife. Yeah. Take her as a salt wife. That's what we want. Boom. Okay. We're in Lorath, and we finally are in a position where we might be able to have a kid. She likes us quite a lot, and we don't like her? What's that all about? Why don't we like her? Why are we her love? Why is she our lover then? Oh, because she's gluttonous. We didn't like that so much. Onwards to Norvos. All right, let's see. I guess Norvos is the last free city. I think we've been to all the others. A tournament. Oh no, it's a feast. Okay, well, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to a feast. We like feasting, even though we're not as gluttonous as our new concubine. Yes, Azor Ahab says this game looks very comprehensive and fun. It is incredibly comprehensive, and it is incredibly fun. Shay and I both have put a lot of hours in this game. My real love affair with this game began many years ago. I don't play it nearly as much as I used to. But it is amazing how much it's been modified and improved over the years. It really did a great job of just... It's really worthy of our community, I'll say that, because it's got that level of detail and obsessiveness. The people who made it love A Song of Ice and Fire, and you can tell because of how well the detail is entered. Like if I were to go back, if I were to click on, if I were to start the game, for example, as Ned Stark, I could click back on my family tree and go all the way back to the family tree that we know. I could go all the way back to like Ellard Stark during the time of King Jaehaerys. You could see that. The game is made by Paradox Entertainment, and the base game is Crusader Kings 2. To get the mod to turn it into a Game of Thrones game, you have to go to I forget. We've got links posted in several different places. You can message me offline. I'll send you links for it. But also you can go to our Facebook group, the History of Westeros Facebook group. We've got posts in there about it. And you can also just search CK2 or Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones mod or ASOIF mod, and those will both work. Ooh, yeah, we're looking for a trade deal here. Ah, we failed to do a trade deal there. Darn. Oh, well, that could have worked out really well, but it did not. Oh, we do have the money now. Let's pay the Iron Bank back finally. There it is. There we go. Cool. We are no longer in debt. Oh, Hoare. Yeah, I forgot about Hoare. Cool. All right. One more city. Maybe we'll get a trade deal with Hoare. That would be nice. Looks like the Crown Lands is not fully united. Quite a bit of the Crown Lands was never taken by, well, it's not Aegon, but, you know, the Targaryens. A feast. Oh, yeah, Moel and Mance Butterwell. Nice name, Moel Harla, our cousin. Yeah, go ahead and get that. But yeah, go ahead and get your marriage on. Be happy, y'all. Hoare. Let's see what we do in Hoare. All right. Again, I'm risking. Yeah, I know. They don't like us doing that. I don't care what they will think. We have to be us. Hoare. What is going to happen? It'll be time to come back home pretty soon. The opposite of what I thought would happen. Where I was like, I wonder if it's risky to leave while, you know, trying to shore up my realm. But if all I had to do was give those titles away, but it was really important to not die of sickness, and that appeared to work because look at how like our mother died of the sickness and our uncle died of the sickness. So I think that was probably wise. Preaching is false religion. Yeah. What religion is he? Yeah. We'll keep that to ourselves. We don't want to cause religious strife right now. Someone, Agnieszka wants us to conquer something. Well, we are, now that our vassals like us, we do have more of a chance to go to war. Let's see, what will we do right now? Right now, if we were to call all our vassals up, we would get a really substantial army. Because, really substantial. We would get 33,000 men. But if we wait a little longer, we could get it to 40,000. Because our own armies are still depleted from all the rebellions we fought, all the rebels we fought. Oh yeah, we got to be generous to this guy. The spider, he actually likes us now. I wish I had made him our Master of Whisperers. Give him some money. Here's another marriage that's going to take place. Gerald Harlaw and Celise Merlin. I don't remember that marriage, but go right ahead. Yeah. Do it. We do not sow. Haha. Death to tailors. Yep. Oh, we have some idle council members here. Yeah, keep on bringing the religion to the people. Bring it. Keep on preaching. Let's see. We got to check the religious map, actually. Let's see. Religious map. So what we have here is they're following the faith of the seven, but they are transitional. See, they're not full. This is full faith of the seven, but we're kind of working on them to get them to turn. And they're full Iron Islands. They're full Drowned God back in the Iron Islands, but we're trying to turn more of the guys on our side. Oh, Harrenhal is fully flipped. I shouldn't have sent my priest there. I should have moved him over. So we've gotten that done. We have another idle council member. Which one is that? Who is he? Who's idle? Oh, yeah. Oh, the spider. Let's have the spider do some spy network building still. We still want that to happen. Keep an eye on these Blackwoods and everybody. 250 prestige. Cool. That is a substantial bonus. You have been at peace for too long. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's go. We're not going to go to war, but we are going to go on a reaving. And that will be adventure. We gotta do our Ironborn stuff. All right, here is a good opportunity for voting. Slavers Bay, Summer Sea, Northern Essos, or the Disputed Lands. We don't raid at Westeros. We're going away from Westeros to do that. So, what do you guys think? Where should we go reaving? There's definitely benefits to all. I mean, in any case, the things that can happen to us on a reaving are, of course, money, new salt wives, because we can have more than one salt wife, and so the genetics and you know that plays a role. Maybe we want to go to the Summer Islands because, hey, it'd be kind of fun to get a Summer Islander wife, and maybe we'd have some mixed race kids or something. That's kind of cool, and. Northern Essos, you never know what would happen there. There's a lot of different possibilities. The Disputed Lands are maybe the least interesting, but that's the shortest probably. Lands of the Summer Sea. Yeah, you know, I see 2 votes for Slavers Bay, 2 votes for Summer Sea, 3 votes for Summer Sea. Okay, we'll go Summer Sea. That's 3 votes for Summer Sea, and no one's voting for the others, so we'll go Summer Sea. And it's going to start the reaving, and it's going to tell some of my family, we're inviting people to come with us. So that is, we're going to see who comes. That'll be fun to see what happens. Yeah, as followers of the Drowned God, we have to reave or go to war every 2 years, or we start to lose prestige. They expect it from us, which is, by the way, one of the reasons to consider changing religion. But I'm not going to. But that is, a reason to do that. Okay, who's going with us? We got Lord Reaver Eamon the Spider. 51-year-old Eamon the Spider is coming with us. That's cool. Lord Rolf of Nettlebank, the guy that we promoted to Master of Laws, is coming with us. I kind of would rather you stay back and be Master of Laws there, Rolf, but that's cool that you're coming. Princess Iffy is coming. She wants to go reaving. Hell yeah, our sister wants to go reaving. That's awesome. Varon of Widow's Tower, 16-year-old. I don't know who that is. He is... Who is this guy? I don't know, but... He's coming with us. Cool. He's a dwarf. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, actually, we can make there's a position in your court for jester, and you can only name a dwarf that. Oh, he's not in my court. Okay, so I can't name him that. All right, so continuing on, we also have Celise Merlin, a 14-year-old girl's coming with us. That is so badass. And Thormor Harla, our uncle, who is 46 and ready to go. None of these are real badasses here, but he's pretty good. He's a pretty good fighter. And Kellon Goodbrother, who is capable, formidable. Now, he is a badass. Dual skill estimate 12. This guy is definitely last but not least, we'll say. Okay, cool. Let's go. And our Drowned Man is we got our priest running things for us, and while we're gone, I don't know, seems like not the best idea. Ask for help with managing your titles. Nah, I don't need that. I don't want help managing my titles. I want to go reaving. I want blood and to go sowing here. Yeah, okay, winter is coming. Fine. Yeah, exactly. Agnieszka says, we have one badass and some children. Yeah, exactly. Those children want to become badasses, so I approve of their desire to be true Ironborn. Where will this take us? We're sailing out. Where will we wind up? Raise your glasses again, folks, on Friday. Got my chocolatey coffee here. All right, what do we have? Ironborn longships cut through the water, and sure, swift and sure. Hence, we have successfully pursued a small merchant fleet. If we were to attack and pay our iron price for their cargo, yeah, that doesn't seem too risky. Let's do it. Small merchant fleet. The fleet was fairly well defended. We lost a few men seizing their ships as well as taking some damage to our longships, but in the end, no one can resist our Ironborn Reavers. Cool, we got 15 prestige, 15 piety, 20 gold. Not too much, but we got a happiness boost to everyone that came with us. So their opinion on us goes up. So that's part of the value here, is increasing the loyalty of our followers. Especially because a couple of lords went with us. That's really useful. Who's next? Stephen Stark. Excellent. Gaining 2 points of learning. There we go. He's looking all right. He's not very good with math, but he can fight. He's got intrigue and learning, so that's cool. And Moel Botley is, his wife is not of age yet. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that. We got solid and solid. They are both have the solid genetic trait. That means their kids are highly likely to be solid as well. Oh, yeah. Stephen Stark got disinherited. I forgot about that. All right. Another small merchant fleet. Let's get them. What do we got this time? 2 well armed. We lost a few men, but oh well. Okay. Nothing too big. No one substantial, apparently. Construct a flagship. I've never done that. Oh, yeah. We have to build a port there. That's weird. Okay, so we would have to... That's a longer term project, but good to know. That is actually something I should be paying more attention to. I want to do more infrastructure building. Private farms. Yep, I should have done this a little while ago. Get that under... Because it takes so long. You see, it takes a full year to build these farms. So we'll get that going. Ironborn Longs. Another small merchant fleet. Do it. Get them. Ah, we got them. Cool. So we're 2 out of 3 with no serious damage taken. Celise Merlin has proven himself worthy to be called what? That's a bug. I guess it's not a bug. Sure, it's not a bug. We have a 14-year-old girl taking himself a salt wife. All right, so that's the first ever recorded lesbian salt wife that I've ever heard of, but cool. I guess the bug part is saying good man, because that is not a good man. That is a good woman. Or really, that is a good teenager. But that's quite Ironborn. That's hilarious. Oh, what happened? Did it break? Yeah, it fell off. They're not married. It fixed itself. They're not still married. No, Othgar, no. You can't have Orkmont. Actually, I could give him Orkmont. I don't mind giving him Orkmont. Go ahead and have Orkmont. We're pretty secure in our rule now. And I am now, because we're not ruling our stuff ourselves, we're actually losing a small bit because we have too many titles because we're not ruling personally. Our region isn't as good as we are. All right. You can have the Lordship of Orkmont. We are generous. I did take him out of being Master of Laws, but I don't mind that. We got other people we can make. We got Haris, Sarah of Salt Pans, or Bellos. Bellos is higher rank, and he likes us more. We'll go with Bellos. And he's younger, too, so we'll have him as this job for a long time. Perform statecraft there, buddy. Thormore is upset with me for giving that title to someone else. Sorry, but he still likes me a lot. Sorry, bud. I don't want to invest my family with more power because they can use their claims to come after me. Oh, here's another of our cousins that died of the plague. Geez, that plague was nasty. And now what? We are still reaving. We're still out there in the world making money to build our infrastructure. That's not a normal Ironborn policy, but that's what we're doing. You don't hear, you see, they go out and raid and fight to get glory. But we're actually doing it to build infrastructure. Princess Iffy is our reaving companion. Yes, our sister, me and my sister are reaving buddies. That is awesome. Yeah, we're 100. Yeah, I can trust her. She is my friend. What does this guy want? Dennis wants the High Lordship of Seastone Isles. No, we are keeping that for ourselves. Sorry, bud. Yeah. I don't see any large negatives we can remove. These are ones we can't give. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. We are doing really well. Homer is kicking ass. Oh, we might get into a personal duel here. Chakoro Ja. Dual skill estimate is 4, which I think is what we have too. Are we? Oh no, we're 4.87, so we're a little bit better. We don't want to become a Craven. We cannot become Craven. Like, it's only 20% chance we get Craven, but we're just not here for that. We are not a Craven. We fight. Oh, he knocked me down, but I'm wounded. Oh, I lost an eye. Shit. Got him. Do I want to kill him or do I want to capture him? I think I'm killing him because he took my eye out. Yeah. Did we really lose an eye or not? It doesn't... Oh, I don't see that. I thought it said that. Maybe I misread it. Because one-eyed is a trait, but we don't have it. So, I don't know. I guess that was... We'll take it. We'll keep our eye. Thank you. Oh, hey, Thor Jones, super chat. Thank you, Thor. We're gonna name I'll name my first one of my kids after you, meaning in the game, not in real life. So we've got what is this? A reaving party had been roving the coast when a local patrol headed by Udo Soku attacked. We of course easily butchered these people, but the glory surely wanted to Thormore. Reward, sure, take some plunder. Yeah, well, that's our way to do it. Yeah. I guess we really benefited from a bug there. Like, we did not lose that eye. There and absolutely one-eyed is a thing. Like they added that as a coded thing. Cool. Well, we got our eye back. The drowned god is generous and glorious. It was just a wound to the eye. We recovered. I wanted to take another salt wife. Oh, coastal fishing village. I want another salt wife because I want to have kids, and I know my freaking betrothed is only 6. She's only 6, and she's already the High Lord of Blackwood and Bracken. That's not a position to be in as a 6-year-old. Cool, another successful raid. A little more money, a little more prestige. Oh, Thormore took a salt wife. Dumesse, he took us as salt wife. She's 23-year-old Summer Island. She worships the Summer Islands gods. Interesting. Cool, cool. What? How dare you? So much for that. Lord Reaver Maynard Blackwood stole the title of Blackwood back from our wife. Well, what a jerk. Not much we can do about that. Yeah, not much we can do about that. Oh yeah, Thor Hoare. That's right. That's what we would have. You chatters are doing good work over there. How did I miss that pun? I'll have to name him. I'll go with Hathor, H Thor, because we got to keep the H name tradition going. We got Homer, Harwin, and all these other guys. Harlan. Oh, our Master of Coin died again. We're just losing masters of coin like flies. Okay, so we don't actually have anyone great. Maynard, I know you want to be Lord Steward, a regent or whatever, but you are going to be Master of Coin. One of the slaves in your camp. Okay, another slave that's coming. Yeah, well, sure. I like freeing slaves. Yeah, well, this Blackwood dude, he's taking advantage of us being gone, but it's probably... I don't really have a big problem with Bracken and Blackwood being back to their old ways. Better them fighting each other than fighting me, although it is my wife that's the Bracken, or my betrothed. Yeah, I do need Littlefinger to manage my coin, don't I? That's what Agnieszka says. It's funny, you guys see the stats here? You're getting a feel for it. Littlefinger has like a 30 intrigue in this game. The Reaving Party, here we go. Rolf Orkwood, who did some good fighting. Yes, of course, I give you plunder. Yes, I do reward my guys here. 72, he likes us a lot. That's great. He wants an honorary title. I don't have any left. Once one opens, I'll give you an honorary title. Betrothed can marry. Who's that? Stephen can marry Moel. Excellent. My partying brother is getting down. What? I wonder if he'll have any kids. If he has a kid, that kid might be my heir before I have my own kid. Could displace Prince Harlan. Yeah. Cool. We are true Ironborn. Oh, okay, we're done. All right, we're coming back home. It's pretty good reaving. Nothing too exciting happened there. Except, it almost something really exciting happened there. We almost lost an eye. That was almost like a big deal. We did get some good prestige, though. And decent bit of money. And, yes. So, Toby Moss says Varys starts with like 36 intrigue. He's like, yeah, Varys and Littlefinger are both absurdly well statted up in this game. And, yeah. it's pretty fun to have those guys around. It's pretty fun to play in the current version of the game where you get to have all the named characters. You'll see really crazy things happen, like, you know, Robb Stark doesn't die, and instead he has kids, and you see like who Robb Stark's kids are going to be, or maybe Sansa marries somebody, or maybe Daenerys, you know, sticks with Khal Drogo, or something like that. All kinds of weird alternate things happen in this game. It's really quite fun. Even one version of the game I played a while back, Renly won the War of Five Kings, and became ended up marrying Arianne Martell to shore up his realm. So, all kinds of weird stuff. Okay, so I should say Agnieszka? That's how you say it? I'm struggling with pronunciations here. More money. Okay, cool. No, Othgar, no. We still want to be building up our infrastructure. More private farms and castle towns and money givers. We want money. We're going to spend a lot. We're going to spend money to make money. We're going to work on our finances because money will allow us to make sure we hold on to the Riverlands. You know, worst case, one of the things you can do with money is you can hire mercenaries. And that's like sometimes it's a great equalizer. And of course, you have less to worry about with regards to their loyalty, because their loyalty is to cash. As long as you keep paying them, they're a really good part of your really valuable addition to your army. And especially if I do face a war, it's not unlikely to be from within my own borders, which means I won't be able to. I can't exactly look at what I have as far as troops and expect to actually have all of this if I go to war. If I face a rebellion, because if I face a rebellion, some of these 32,000 troops are going to be on the other side. So, we'll have to see how that goes. But right now, we're in good shape with our vassals. As you can see here, there is only one of our vassals hates us. Well, that's wrong. There's 4 or 5, but none of them have a big hatred of us. These are small dislikes, and we have a couple of like really big ones. Here we have there's 100 here. We have our betrothed. Then we have Mathis Grell's a 100. He's the Lord of Seaguard, and a lot of these highest rated lords are really high on our liking of us, and a couple of them are kind of young. I like this guy, Lord. Can we make this guy? Or I wonder if we can get in good with him. Yeah, cool. Lord Reaver Sigfrey of Pike. We're going to be guardian to the Lord of Pike. To the Lord Greyjoy. And that means he's going to like us. So over the course of his life, he will be our ally. Cool. Okay, yes. Still hoping neither of my siblings have had a kid yet. I'm hoping that happens. Moelle is not pregnant. Harris, Botley, Stephen just got married. Oops. Iffy is not pregnant. A new dragon has entered the world. Serenai Azanti says apparently successfully hatched the sea dragon Senegon. Cool. Senegon is a young dragon. That's cool. Don't think there are very many dragons in the world right now. There is a button you can push to see all the dragons, but we're not really concerned with them at the moment. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of flexibility here. We're not pressed. We have a little bit of room to kind of decide what we want to do. Events are not driving things for us. Before we were like, well, it's got to fight a war. Got to fight a war again. Got to fight a war again. Now we have peace, and we're working towards prosperity, and we have a realm fairly in hand. And we need to do some. We probably need to do some more raiding. Yeah, we're gonna prepare, organize a raid. Oh, cool. We're teaching this guy to fight better. We're gonna try to organize a raid and maybe do a more official assault rather than the random event raid. There's 2 different types of doing it. Oh, actually. Oh, cool. Another tournament. Let's do that. Looks like Sandor Lawlison is holding the tournament this time. Yeah, where should we be pushing? Where is a territory like what? The problem with declaring war here is that we have to pick our battles carefully, because we can't just, if we want to go to war with oh wow, the Stormlands is the Stormlands split? Oh no, they're at war. That's what it is. Pirate Lord. Yeah, okay, so we could potentially, this would be a decent time to go after the Baratheons / Targaryens. Orys is a beast. He is a 28 marshal. Oh shoot, we lost in the tournament right away. Darn it. And I think they have dragons. Yeah, we can't mess with them. His wife has a dragon. Oh, good. Man, we're gonna like each other even more. We're both diligent. Yeah, can we pick on those Blackwoods for stealing on my wife's title? Where are they at? Where is that Blackwood? There he is. Whoops. Someone died in the tournament. Whoops. Okay, what we can do is what we need to do to start a war is we need to have claims. We need to have a claim on a territory. And we could either fabricate a claim. Oh, that's another thing we can do. We could also restore old stones. Let's see. That's not a war, but how much would this cost? The Ruin of Old Stones. I forget how to do this. You have to restore it somehow. Maybe I have to... Can I fabricate a claim on it? Let's see. I gotta remember how to do this again. Figure this out. Fabricate a claim to... No, we don't have to do a claim to Old Stone. So, how does that work? Completely raise level. Can we do... Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to do is I want to build trading posts. Is something you can do. You can improve your income by building trade posts. I don't know that we don't always have the option to do that. I think actually we don't have the option to do that anywhere right now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be an option anywhere. I know there's a condition we have to satisfy to do that. I could to build extra ports, or maybe it's because we were the wrong government type. I forget. Anyway, one thing at a time. I can't seem to figure out how to restore old ones. I think it costs a lot of money anyway, so let's not worry about that right now. I'll have to look that up for a future playthrough. Fabricate claim to Blackwood. Yeah, so we're going to try to take that back. To my subjects, no blood relatives of the past sovereign stand as the obvious heir to the Reach, leaving the succession unclear. Therefore, I have decided to use my powers as Lord Protector to crown myself. Whoa. And to demand fealty to the new... Wow, so the power play in the Reach. Lord Protector Ormond the Bold, well, that's your name fits, of the Reach, Osgray. And Osgray is trying to take the Reach. Well, that's interesting. So my thinking here is, how can we profit off of this? I don't know that we can, but... another thing we could consider doing is putting a claim in to say Baneford, you know, something on our border, and trying to expand our borders. But the thing is, we don't want to go to war with someone who's really dangerous. Looks like the Vale is really in flux. Look at this. Look where the Vale is being ruled from Crow's Barons by Queen Cassana, whose vassals. Wow, look at that. All her vassals hate her. The Vale is in. Wow, the Vale is in big trouble right now. The Vale is really weak. Aha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Magic. You're right, Arcane Flash. What kind of Ironborn king would let his wife be disrespected? Well, we are forming... Hey! We have a nephew. Oh, it's a... It's a bastard nephew. Sometimes this game comes at you fast, trying to do a bunch of things at once here. Okay, so, backing up, we have... It looks like we have a great opportunity to declare war on the Vale, to take some of their territory. It looks like they're in the middle of some sort of civil war. Wickenden and Heart's Home and these in Gulltown are not currently part of the Vale, meaning there's some sort of conflict going. Baron is... Whoa, what is going on here? Ah, geez, this is a deaf bastard. Okay, so this is my new nephew cousin here is has a bastard. All right, well. He had a bastard. What is up with my strange brother? He had an affair with a blind woman? A woman with her eyes yanked out? Okay, well, nothing wrong with that. It's a little strange, I guess, but nothing wrong with blind women. Baron Rivers. Yep, there he is. But he is... Yeah, another dragon. Oh no, that's not another dragon. That's Meraxes has a new owner. Yeah, I was thinking. I see the suggestion to attack the Osgrays, and I'm considering that. But I think I'd rather attack the Vale. They're more. Looks like they're more open. They're more weak. They're weaker right now. Another slave that I could free. I'll just sell her. I don't think we need that one. So I'm trying to form a claim on the Blackwoods because of their stealing my wife's title, but I don't think I need to. I don't know if I need a claim here, if I can just declare war or not because of my government type. Yeah. Oh! This Oris Baratheon died. So now it's King John. King John? Who is this? King John. Oh, wow. My cousin married is... Holy crap. So the new Lord Parent, the new heir to the throne is Clarence Baratheon. And Clarence is a Hoare. He's, well, you know what I mean. He's my cousin, or he's gonna be me. He's gonna be my cousin. My cousin married King John, who is the king of Westeros now. King John Baratheon, who is the son of Oris Baratheon. I forgot about that marriage. That's so cool. So my blood is on the Iron Throne. My relation. Cool. All right. So back to what we were doing now. I think I can just declare war. You normally need a claim, but I think I can just declare war in some of these places. Yeah, invasion of Mountain and Vale. Wow. That's great. Claim, where is Darkmoor? I can claim Darkmoor in the name of one of my vassals, because they have a claim on it. Darkmoor's right here, or I could just go for the full-blown invasion of the Vale. I'm gonna go with. We're gonna go with just claiming Darkmoor for Theoderi, and then we're gonna see how that goes, because then we can. Oh wait, are we an ally? We're not allies with them, are we? A double check on that. Pacts. Aaronford. Well, yep, okay. No, we are pacts, not his pacts. Come on now. Okay, so, yeah, we have no alliances with the Vale. Okay, good. So I think we're safe. Declare war and claim Darkmoor. In the name of... Oh, we can claim Crow's Barons, too. That's funny. And that's where their current seat is. We could maybe even capture the Queen of the Vale. That'd be crazy. What a high profile. That would take her as assault wife. What a high profile one that would be. Okay, so we're going for Crow's Barons. Actually, we're gonna do that because that's for us. No, not for us. For our Frey ally, which he'll be very happy to get. So the Freys will like us more. Yep, let's do it. War. Look at his pitiful defenses they have. They're so weak. All right, Freys, you guys are the ones who are going to benefit the most from this. So you get to start the war effort here. Calling up troops. And I don't even know that we're going to need nearly as many troops as we might. This is nearly near our full strength here. So, and calling up troops puts a slight strain on your relationship with your vassals. And if you keep them for a long time, it puts a large strain on them. So, we're going to lead the troops ourselves. And, yes. Rearranging the troops there. We're going to lead the troops ourselves. We're going to bring a couple commanders with us to help out. Oops, not that. We need to line this guy up. Mathis and Patrick. Yeah. And then you can lead your own army, Mr. Frey. Everybody's going to meet right up in here. It is a good thing that the Freys like us, because it's not those Freys. These aren't the Lord Walder. This isn't the Freys that were you know, brought down to low in their morals by being ruled by Walder. So these Freys have a chance to go a different route, to gain honor instead of looking like weasels. They have abandoned. They have like no soldiers at all. We're just going to march right in here. We're going to just hit them from two different places because they have mustered basically no defenses. They're really screwed right now. Winter is ending. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that's right. We were fighting a war in winter here. It must not be that bad of a winter. Some people do not agree with me on the phrase. I see that. Some people are like, nope, a fray is a fray, no matter what era. Well, I'm not going to argue with you there. And it's not because I think you're wrong. I just won't argue. I think you might be right. But the Freys are my vassals, so I'll be nice to them. I'll give them a chance to be good. Until they're not, I'm not going to give them any, but I won't go attending any weddings at the twins. We're not going to trust them that far. Let's not get too crazy with our trust. Gotta clean the mouse out real quick here. Okay. And we are still marching. We are. They are putting up no resistance at all. This is quite easy. Oh yeah, storm that castle. Boom. Storm the next castle. Take all the castles in this territory. We have done it. 23% war score. Move farther inland. Let's see here. Let's go to Scorched Vale. What kind of a resistance do we have here? It's a decent sized. We got 13. We got 11,000 men against 2,000. We'll just wait these one. We'll wait these guys out. Someone's asking how you play this. The game is you buy Crusader Kings 2. It's available on Steam, and it's just a regular. It's it's not a pay to play game. You pay for it, you own it, and then you can play it as much as you want. And there's no subscription or anything, but it's a great value because you can have a lot of quite a lot of time can be spent into a game. In this game, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Okay, we're still marching. This is a very slow march, as it is in the Vale, a lot of these mountainous areas. Scorched Vale has a pretty light garrison. 26% war score. Here comes a very small army to come up against us. Not much. They're still not putting up much resistance, which is definitely a good time to attack the Vale. Yeah, I highly recommend checking this game out. And definitely there's other game like shorter videos than this one's gonna end up being about 3 hours that are more into explaining how the game works. Although most of them will be dealing with the base game, Crusader Kings 2, and not this mod, which, as I've been explaining throughout, is extremely well detailed, made by fans who are obsessed with A Song of Ice and Fire as much as basically anyone. War score 32%. This is going to be a pretty easy war. They haven't mustered any kind of armies against us to this point. I don't think it's coming. And we might be able to capture maybe some hostages, or maybe some money, or maybe even another salt wife or something. This is just standalone. You can play multiplayer, but generally don't, because it's such a big time. You need people to be playing a lot to keep up with your own pace, and it's hard to do. So it's better as a standalone, but it can absolutely be played multiplayer. You could get a group and play a scenario or something like that. Because there's a lot of different ways to play this game. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You could play in the modern times. You can play in, you can play the War of the Five Kings. You can play the Robert's Rebellion. There's so many options. It's really, really quite substantial. Okay, more soldiers. We're still marching around the Vale here. What else can we take? Maybe we can grab... We can go all the way over here to... This... Well, maybe we'll walk over here. Why did I let off that peasant increase? Oh, yes. We are teaching Ragnar Harlaw to be a good dude. Being kind like us. All right, so let's go to take... Yeah. Fine. No more pillaging. Stop attacking the raiding the west. Here we go, marching inland even more. Oh, we got a new council spot open. Our master whisperers died. Oh, good old the spider died. Good old. Oh, we do not have a great. Oh no, this guy will be a decent replacement. Yeah, Dennis Lord of Oldwick. That'll work. That'll work. Another slave is ready to come up. Nah, don't need him. War is proceeding pretty nicely. No resistance at all. Chicken Lipstick asks, can we organize a group play? Yeah, maybe. Join our, if you're not in our Facebook group, History of Westeros Facebook group, I would suggest joining there and start a thread about that, and we can see what happens. We'll see if we can get that game going. I would, even if it doesn't involve me, there are definitely other people who play, and it might be possible to get something going. A lot of different ways to get that going. Although I don't know how reliable it is, honestly. I've heard that the game maybe is buggy multiplayer, but we'll see. It's been around a while. I imagine they've ironed a lot of those bugs out because it's been out for a long time. Toby Moss says he once married Arya Stark as Walder Frey, cheated on her, and she killed me. I once played as Tywin and had to continuously stop Cersei from trying to murder Tyrion. And then when I died as Tywin, I became Tyrion. And Cersei was still trying to murder my kids. Cersei had married Edmure Tully, and I had married Marjorie Tyrell. And we had kids together, me and Marjorie, and they came out a variety of like looking like Tyrion or looking like Marjorie. So there's a real widespread on that result. And eventually Marjorie died, and I remarried one of Rhaegar's daughters and had silver-haired half Targaryen, half Lannisters. That was pretty cool. A Septon is declaring a revolt against us. Well, that's too bad. Where is he? 440 men? This is your rebellion? Are you kidding me? This is just a nuisance. Ormond the Bold, still doing his thing. Still holding himself up there. Fighting the Reach. So when you call up troops, something to know is that, see this bar here that's red? That's their morale. When troops are immediately called up, they have no morale. You have to give them a minute to get their morale going. Because even right now, if these 2,900 men ran into this 400 men, they would lose. Because their morale is 0. So that once their morale is like even halfway decent, they'll crush this 400 because they have obviously massive superiority. Yeah, fine, stop raiding. Yeah. Hi, Aldair. Good to see you. Mark Cahill's asking, where can I find out how to control the military? Ask Mex more. I would advise, since this game has been out for so long, I would advise looking at, there should probably be some videos on YouTube that would, or on Reddit, that would be more geared towards explaining the game rather than what I'm doing, which is trying to play it and show people what's happening. And I can't slow down too much to explain how everything works because we get bogged down in details too much. But yeah, the military stuff is, there's a lot of little things to know. There's some definitely, it's a pretty deep game in terms of its complexity. You guys are all aware of sometimes there's plenty of debates in the fandom of like, who would be Lord of this if these 3 people died? Who would inherit this? This game is like that. You learn a lot, everything you never thought you would learn about how succession laws work. Because it's got all the different types of succession laws. Agnatic, cognatic, primogeniture. All these different rules for how succession works. Like oldest male child inherits, or Gavelkind succession where it's equal distribution of land amongst all the kids as equally as possible versus elective succession. There's so many possibilities here. It's really cool. You can change your own laws, but you can't just change your laws on a whim. Your lords have to have a reasonable control over your territory to allow a law change. You know, your lords will be like, no, don't do that. But if your lords like you, like right now, we could change the laws probably. Because in the USA right now, I'm being asked what time it is in the USA. It is about 8 o'clock. And well, yeah, actually, I want to take a look at that. What laws can I change? See if I can improve some of my other laws. I want to improve my authority, bump my authority a little bit. I kind of want more taxes, though. The first night is legal? What? Jesus. I didn't know that. I do kind of want to up taxation. That's a big negative for Vassal. I'll wait on that, but I want to do that eventually. Ravella Goodbrother, my ward. She will be educated. We'll make her good at numbers. It's always useful. We want to have good administrators around for making money. Oh, yeah, you're right. I said it was 8, but no, it's around 9. So we're going to be calling it quits in a little bit. When we get to a good stopping point. We did win that rebellion. Let's at least conclude this war with the Vale, and then we'll call it an evening. These videos are a little intimidating as posts after the fact when they're 3 to 4 hours long. Yeah, the Septon. We will be more merciful to a Septon. I kind of want to drown him. Can we drown him? I can send him to the wall. Yeah, that's what we do. See ya. Banish that Septon to the wall. And... oh, wow. What is this? Armament of Captain Dermot. Who is this? Did the Vale hire soldiers? Mercenary army? Oh, that is the Gulp. They do have real armies there. But is that against us, or is that fighting against the Vale also? Yeah, they're hostile towards us, but they're not at war with us. They're actually taking that because they want to take it from the Vale proper, not because they want to take it from us. Whoa. Cat noise. So, well, that's interesting. So we kind of have a 3-way situation going here, which is kind of what we wanted. That's kind of the whole point of attacking the Vale at this point, was that they were too busy fighting themselves. And here we are, seeing that happen. In the meantime... so they're not going to come. They're probably not going to try to attack us, even though that's a large army there. So we'll be wary of it, but I don't think they're coming for us. I think they're more concerned with fighting the same person we're fighting, which is the current Queen of the Vale. So I see someone else is asking what time frame it is. It is the year 31. It says 8031 on the screen, which is just 8031. They're doing the old 8,000 years since the long night as a starting point. So the year 8000. In this scenario, would be the equivalent of Aegon's Landing. But in this scenario, Aegon's Landing didn't go that well. He only ever conquered the Stormlands and the Crownlands. He failed to get the Iron Islands and the Riverlands. He failed to get the Vale. He failed to get the Reach. He never even tried further north. So, oh yeah, we got that claim. Cool. Now, what do you think, Blackwood? Now we're going to come for you. For stealing my wife's land. That'll probably be one of the themes of next time, because we're not gonna get to that today. War hasn't started yet, but that will be our next. That's probably next in line for us to go to war. Although, it's entirely possible we're going to want to pick on the Vale more next time rather than prioritizing the Blackwoods, because of how the opportunity that we're faced with right now to take more territory in the Vale is pretty substantial, and we don't want to slack off. We don't want to miss our chance to take a chunk out of the Vale for ourselves. Gorald Harlaw wants to get married. Okay, buddy, we'll find you a bride. No, actually, you can marry as you please. Do what you want. I don't need to be bothered with that. We're in a war, and we got another war we want to do. Almost got this siege done. And Hard Vale. This whole thing's a Hard Vale. It's the whole thing's the Vale. Yeah, that's, by the way, that is Chicken Lipstick mentions Blackwood Blood and Skin Changer kids. That is a thing in this can. You can get Skin Changer. Generally, only old gods worshippers. They kind of nerfed it. It used to be like fairly common if you were a Stark, but it was happening too often. You could get like this wide variety of different types of animals, which is still possible, but it's a lot rarer than it was. Green Dreams also can happen. You can get a character that has Green Dreams, which is really cool. I one time had a female Stark, this was probably 4 years ago, that had an eagle as her ward, and it was +6 to martial skill, which makes sense because she can see the whole battlefield from above. Like, that's a huge advantage, right? And oh, awesome! We're converting people to the Drowned God. Excellent. And she had, people who've played this game before, you will not believe me, but it's true. Her martial skill was 42. I was calling Oris Baratheon a beast for having a 28, and mine is pretty solid at 15. She had a 42. I kid you not. She was unbelievable. It wasn't all hand-to-hand combat. She was a commander. Her hand-to-hand combat was just good, or above average, maybe even better than that. But it was mostly her just incredible command skills, largely backed by having a freaking Skin Changer eagle. So that was really fun. This game creates its own storylines. When I was talking about that Tyrion storyline where I married Marjorie and then I married the kid, I named all of my kids, combining the Targaryen and Lannister naming conventions. They all started, it was like, I had like Laerys Targaryen, L-A-E-R-Y-S, and Tyrion's sons all did not do well together. They all went to war with each other, and one of them, there was this multi-generational feud where one of them killed one of the other's sons, and then that son's son got to duel the killer, single combat, and kill him. So it was like revenge cycle played out. It was like scripted almost. It was just, it doesn't always play out so amazingly like that. I don't want to give you the wrong idea. Sometimes it's just a little more random and just funny stuff happens, but it's always fun. And that's your higher end experience when the storyline plays out in a way that feels like it could be written by an author or like something like that. Is this really, a lot of fun stuff happens. Some people are not happy about this transition to the Drowned God, but oh well, get used to it. We're going to try to convert as much of the Iron Islands as possible to the Drowned God, folks. That's our deal. We're going to continuously surround. We're going to work on our family, our wife's home territory next. Oh yeah, we got more on the Black Rush. Oh. Yeah. Oh, no, we can't do that. We don't have enough money for that yet. Keep doing that one. Once we can afford that one, we will be doing that. I know. I'm asked, why don't I have a baby yet? Seriously, why have I not had a kid with this concubine? Another revolt from the Faith Militant? You guys are really pathetic with your 400-man army. Come on now. That's a waste of my time. Luckily, the Martlet Bay is ready to send troops because Martlet Bay is my dude. I made him the High Lord, the Lord Reaver of Seaguard, So he is very loyal, and he will put down this revolt for me. We're up to 72% our war score here. Let us go to... Let's go... Where should we attack next? We'll just go to Iron Oaks here. Take on House Waynwood. Meanwhile, we're still besieging this one. Wow. Are you kidding me? This guy is super bold. This Ormond the Bold Osgray is making a play for... Oh, no, that's the Reach. I misread that. I thought... We already knew he was making a play for the Reach. I thought he was going for the, for the Rock also. I was like, holy crap. Okay, never mind. This is just the same thing that was already happening. Just keeping us up to date. All right. We need that morale to improve. Oh, Mellows Gardner. Aha, so there's a civil war going on down there. Whoa, what is up with this guy? Holy crap. Princess, whoa! King Mellows of the Reach married a princess of Yi Ti. So his kids are, that's cool. His kids are like Asian. That's really neat. I wonder if any of these can actually become, we could have an Asian kid named Leo Gardner or Gautier Gardner ruling the Reach later. That's awesome. We're getting a little multiracial here out here in Westeros. I am here for that. That is fun. I once had a different playthrough where I was running the Greyjoys instead of the, I mean, it wasn't playthrough, it was just me playing it, and I took a salt wife from the Summer Islands, and I had an amazing son that I legitimized, and he inherited, and he was black, so I had this just for like the next, for as long as I played the game, and it was the longest I ever played the game. I played the game for 700 game years. 700! And there were just, quite often, there were black Greyjoys popping up because those genetics got in the line. And it kept self-fulfilling because there were a few other raids to the Summer Islands, and just more and more of that genetics got in there, and they just kept growing from there. It was pretty cool. You can also occasionally in this game form cadet branches. I once formed the house Whitefire, you know, like Blackfire, and or Gray, you know, like the house Greystark, which is a canon cadet branch, things like that. And it'll even let you choose a sigil for them. Like you get to choose like it'll give you like a bleached out a version of an existing sigil. You can kind of just modify it or tweak it or whatever. Really quite cool. They have really thought of just about everything. You can go on a quest to find a Valyrian steel blade. You can go, you saw us go reaving. Yeah, just, you can see why this game takes up some time. Make sure you have plenty of time to play it if you're going to sit down and do it, because it will, next thing you look, Senegon, that dragon that was born, is now gone rogue and is just a wild dragon on Dragonstone. Wow. That's cool. So we taking all these little we lost some of that territory we took back up there because this other Vale army is doing its thing, but we are really close to, or pretty close to being able to win this war outright, because it's just so, they are just putting up no resistance. Oh, I'm gonna go to Runestone kind of. Yep. Okay, so this revolt, oh, we got to put this revolt down too. We got more little dudes running around being a nuisance. So I guess we're establishing a bit of a pattern. This is playthrough 3, I believe, of our Iron Islands campaign, Iron Islands Riverlands campaign, and it looks like we go around 10 years per playthrough, because we started in the year 8020 this time, and we're in 8031, and we're about to hit 8032. And we'll probably be able to wrap it up during 8032 because we're, you know, the way this Vale campaign is going, they're just not fighting us. Whoa, they're having a problem in the north? Jeez. Queen Marissa Bluetooth Stark. Bluetooth. With Donner Stark as her son. Oh, he's unfruitful and yeah, okay. Lots of succession crises going on in Westeros around now, but that one, we'll see how that one goes. It doesn't look too bad. Oh, this part of the Vale is not at war with me, so I need to go to Old Anchor here. Right, of course. And we march. March Madness. We have won this little war with the Septon here, of course. And we'll probably end up sending that dude to the wall also. Kind of want to drown him, but it's not an option. So another one to the Night's Watch. It is slightly annoying that you have to spend 15 gold to send someone to the wall. Yeah, the suggestion here is what if I'm barren? It's entirely possible. You do have a hidden fertility score. And a hidden health score, and a lot of hidden traits you can look at if you use cheat mode. You can see those things, but I'm obviously not using cheat mode at the moment. So, but maybe, yeah, maybe it's just my concubine who's barren. And my problem is I don't actually apparently like her all that much. She likes me, but I don't really like her, so I guess that's kind of part of the problem here. But we'll hopefully, we got a chance still of something happening there. Oh, wow. Gelmar Morley has become he's become drowned. He's had the Aeron Greyjoy thing happen to him. That is cool. He is here straight. Wow. Everybody thought he drowned and he's not. That's cool. He's gone full zealot on us. I wonder if he's a candidate to be my next head drowned priest. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe I could take another salt wife. Yeah, I would. It comes up as options, but I wonder if I can do that just in court. Can I just take one of these ladies, these single ladies, and just make her, well, not that one. She's a little, maybe someone younger. I don't know if this is an option. Gwyn Block. She's one of my sworn children. Nope, too old. 36. We need someone, I mean, that's not really too old, but I would check all my options here. Ravella of Kingsbar Tower. What about her? Can I, it's not even an option. Yeah. Okay, well. Lysine are mad at my Reavers. Okay, we're going more sieges here. See if we can finally get this Vale to concede. Oh, we've got the Relorists showing up. No, we are not interested. Yes. We are not interested in that at all. We do not want the Red God coming. Is she washing her hair with kelp? Toby Moss asks. The people at the wall can't really conspire against me because, like in the real Game of Thrones, they don't have much power. They have like no political power, and they're far away, and they have no money. So there's not much they can do. Oh, cool! I can teach Lord Reaver Melwis Organizer. That's awesome. That's really good. Keep on besieging. Like they say, like Blackfish says, sieges are deadly dull. This game is fun, but sitting there waiting for a siege to resolve isn't exactly an example of that. The thing is, lots of other fun things happen during sieges sometimes. This is not an example of that. You can play Maegor the Cruel. Yes, Maegor is a playable character, I believe. You have to pick the right timeline for it. And because you can pick just about any time to start the game, and it should have the right characters in place. including the Blackfire rebellions and just you name it. It is an option. %. Are they ready to surrender? Probably not, but we'll give them a chance. No. I can also speed the time. You can also speed it up. Like we have it on speed 2 out of 5, so it could go way faster. You know, by the way, there's another way to play this game that I have done, and it's actually you put "play" in quotes, which is that you can put it in observer mode. You could not play anyone. You could just go into open the cheat menu, which I believe you do by hitting the tilde button or escape. You hit escape, and then yeah. And then you can type, there's cheat codes, you can look them up, and you can do that. So that's kind of cool. Another very weak rebellion. These guys are so pathetic. 400. Why is it always 444? Shouldn't it be 777? We must send troops to help. Dairy air. Come on down. Come on down. Meet them there. 85%. The mod, Amelis the Monstrous is not a playable character, I don't think. Maybe he is. It's possible he is, because to be a playable character, you have to own land. You can't play Bloodraven either, or Varys. You can play a game that they're in, but you have to have a landed title. You can't be someone without land. That's the limitation. So you could presumably, now there are ways around this. You could go into cheat. You could go start the game as, you're also not tied to the character that you're playing. I could switch. I'm Iron King Homer, but I could exit the game, reload it, and decide to start as whoever, anyone. I could take over as the Queen in the North right now and start playing that instead. That's totally valid. Usually you stick with what you're doing, but you can jump around all you want. And in fact, that's the thing you do. I guess I didn't really finish describing observer mode. You put it in observer mode and you just sit back and watch it. A few times I put it in observer mode and then went to bed. And then just like in the morning, wake up 8 hours later, you know, I kind of just see what happened, you know, and it's like, look, the Boltons have Dark Sister. And, you know, and Aegon the Conqueror sailed off to conquer the Summer Islands, or, you know, Robert Baratheon actually had a bunch of real kids with Cersei, and some of them ended up marrying the Martells, and just all kinds of crazy that you give the game enough time to run, and just bizarre fun things happen. And that's kind of a cool thing to do that doesn't involve as much time, because you know, and you could do that with observer mode. You could just let the game run for a while and then decide, hey, I want to, this cool situation that's developed is happening, and I want to take over as one of these characters, you know. Just wait for something fun to develop and then jump in and play it. So yeah, it's really just infinite. It's not an exaggeration to call the options pretty infinite. More slaves. Nope. Sell them to slavery. Ah! So the queen whose territory we're ravaging is coming to our territory is seeking to be King Fook? What? Who is this? Wow, she's married to a guy from... Who is this dude? That's like a Thai name. I don't know. Is this another UT guy? Yeah, he's UT-ish. Okay, that's cool. So she's seeking she's seeking refuge. All right, let's see what happens. That's weird. This is bizarre. This is be another thing that we have happen next game. So we may have just made a new enemy, but that's okay by me. This war is really close to over. Get him. 100%. All right, we got him. Let's do it. We win. So we have taken another piece of territory. And that was our goal. We have made it to the new year, to January 8033. So we managed to play 13 years this time. Our troops need to be walking home. I'll start them on that journey. And that is going to be it. I'm going to wrap this up. We'll deal with this little mini revolt next time because it's not really, it's kind of a nuisance. But, okay, let's recap. What did we do today? Well, we didn't get married, though we did get betrothed, and she is now 11. So we're definitely going to have a chance to have some kids next game, either with her or with this salt wife or with another salt wife. And we will hopefully have a family one way or another. And we're looking really good with our rulership. We've got... Oh, some of the people don't like us anymore. Threatened by claim fabrication. Oh, because of our coming after the foreign religion, vicious rumors. Yeah, okay, so we have upset a few people, but we're still doing really well. And we will be... What else is going to be doing? What are we going to be doing next game? Also, continuing to up our infrastructure. That's something I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to. We had to spend on other things. We owed the Iron Bank money. We had our big tournament. That was a huge expense. But upping our infrastructure is going to be huge, including forts and trading posts and farms for more population. That's where you get into kind of civilization aspects of this game that I didn't get to show very much of this time. But there's a lot of that. There's a substantial amount of research and development. Well, actually, there's no research. The base game of Crusader Kings 2 has technology. But the Westeros mod disables that because... Well, frankly, Westeros has had thousands of years of basically no technological development. So you can't have technological development in this game. You can see it's disabled. There's this tab here up in the left corner that it's just, you can't click on it at all. It's just nothing. Anyway, well, super happy you guys all joined me tonight or this morning, depending on what time it is for you. And I'm going to most likely keep the same schedule, which is that we will be doing our next playthrough next time we have a video ready to come out. We'll be, during the release period, we'll do one of these again. So probably in about 3 to 4 weeks, the next episode is going to be House Manderley, and then we'll be getting back to Bloodraven Part 2. And after that, we'll see. I should never commit too much to what's coming because, sometimes I change my mind or other things happen. All right, everybody. Thanks again for being here. I'm going to put our outro on and we will all see each other again soon. Thank you, everybody.